we are back. Where we last left off, the party had been assisting Lord Falcon and his cousin, Una, in their search for Una's brother, Unmar, within the mines that Unmar and his fellow miners had uncovered quite a few weeks past. He had gone down in there with his other miners to attempt to clear it out, and they never came back. But certain tales of things leading to the possibility of creatures called eye drakes being in those mines filtered up and out, and that information was sent to Lord Falcon in the city of Kyber, where he sought adventurers to help him out. Eventually, the Blue Devils answered the call, traveled with him, and they met up with Una and made their way into the mines. After going all the way through the mines and clearing things out, and quite a battle with the eye drakes that descended upon them, when they entered a very large chamber that, at almost the center of it, had a very, very strange rod with pulsating, glowing red, almost vein-like twists and turns all around it because of the roots that were growing around it. Black with their own vein-like glowing red veins, if you in them. At the completion of this fight, Una noticed that in the cavern there was indeed a body, and it did turn out to be her brother, Umar. So, Una and her cousin, Lord Falcon, sat silently sobbing over the body, beginning the mourning process. And the majority of the party joined them, except for Persephone, who was captured by a vision as she stared at this rod. That vision eventually led her to want to touch the rod. And before anyone could stop her, she reached out and she just touched it gently.
I regret nothing.
Upon doing so, the entire cavern began to shake, rocks began falling from the ceiling, and a pulse flew out from the rod, with then a very heavy, fog-like mist filling the entire cavern and creeping up into the remaining tunnels, making it very hard to see and a little bit hard to breathe. As the party attempted to make their way out, they encountered several dangers, including almost getting lost, being attacked by swarms of insects that seemed to just come from out of the rocks.
Several dangers, including every insect in a 5-mile radius.
Yes. as well as collapsing rocks falling upon them. The lift that had brought them down to this level, damn near collapsing upon them as well. Giant spiders also coming out and attacking them. And at the very last moment, they finally made it to the exit chamber, which just led into more mines, but not this old section that had been discovered weeks and weeks before. They managed to dive out, Persephone almost collapsing in the process, but an unnatural force keeping her alive. Barely. One hit. And they all collapsed outside the entrance of the cave. Dust flying up all around them from the rock that had fallen as the entire entrance chamber to that cave fell behind them. With pretty much no way, save for years and years of hard labor, to clear that stone and get back in. They then helped Una and Lord Falcon with the body of Una's brother Umar, wrapped up in a blanket from Lord Falcon's pack. Traveled back to the main city. The party eventually got themselves some rooms at an inn, and then went to visit Lord Falcon and Una, where Lord Falcon said, she's not doing too good right now. Let's just come with me. Let's just take a seat. Led them into his place that he keeps in Dawnfall, and sits them in a very comfortable, open chamber with a large fireplace, plenty of comfortable seating, and drinks to go around, as he recounted stories of his cousin Unmar and adventures that they would go on as young children. And that is where we ended, as the party was resting comfortably and just helping to share in the memories of someone who had lost their kid.
How did the dwarven officials feel about us collapsing their mine?
Well, I wasn't abandoned mine, so they probably don't give a shit.
Yep, you would have known, and from the previous conversations, and spending almost a month on the road with Digby, Lord Falcon, that the mine was discovered by Umar and some of the other miners that worked under him. They basically broke through and found this old abandoned section, and that was, probably, it was about I wouldn't say a month of travel, because months are longer here, but it was like 4 weeks of travel for you guys to get here, and it was probably about 6 or 7 weeks, a full month, when that mine was discovered, and then Umar and his co-workers eventually went to try to go clear it out so they could find out what's available down there, and that's when things went bad. So it's been a bit. But as you sit there, Digby continues. Eventually, you can see how weary he is. And he is still holding a drink in his hand, not spilling a bit of it, mumbling to himself. Passes out, exhausted. What are you guys doing?
Well, I'm not one for social cues, but I think it's time to leave.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like a spare blanket around, or
Tuck him in.
You can look around and you find there's like kind of a hope chest, storage chest that has some blankets and pillows and things like that in it.
all right,
You find a comfortable blanket.
I drape it over the shoulder.
A
Okay.
little smooch on the forehead.
Okay, let's get a little bit of music going here.
Probably also take the drink out of his hand and set it down.
Okay.
That way it's not going to spill in his sleep.
I imagine he's just got steel resolve, just
A
holding
proper
it while he's
dwarf would
sleeping.
never
it's-
spill
it's
his drink
not-
in his sleep.
Yeah, his arm is like locked in place.
It's like gyroscoped on.
Yeah.
That's dwarven engineering for you.
No, you're able to get the drink out of his hand, but I mean, surprisingly, it was
Our whole
It
team
was solid.
Frying his hand.
solid. You're surprised. You would have thought that his arm would have relaxed and dropped.
They were born and raised drinking what they're doing.
Well, I've got some business to follow up on. I don't know what you guys have planned for the day.
Nothing.
Not much.
Absolutely nothing.
Not much either.
Alright. Well, I have an idea of something I wanted to do while I'm waiting on Tomer's order.
And just
And
Yeah, Tomer.
yes, Tomer will be joining us, hopefully within about 20 minutes or so.
yes.
I was hoping to go hunting and explore the area a little bit while we have the time.
I think that sounds fun.
Just going on one day expedition in the woods.
Sure.
Save us the price for the night anyway. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Fine by me.
I mean, yes.
Yes, this is actually the next morning.
I
So,
prefer nice rooms over camping.
Or you can stay in the city if you want for something.
I can stay on my damn self.
Party split.
Just giving you a personal preference.
if you wish to go out and kind of camp out outside of the city, that's fine.
Just for
It's-
funsies, or
It's going to be a couple hours of walking to get out of the city and then actually to get into an area that's probably a little bit better for camping than where you're currently at, because this is the city itself is kind of built into some of the early mountains, you know, but it's still very rocky around it, mostly, you know, mosses and things like that. There are some grasses and trees occasionally here and there, but it is not the most comfortable terrain, especially when it comes to hunting in this area. You probably would want to move further out away from the city to do such. So, like I said, it would probably be a couple hours of walking.
I got no problem.
We just going on a camping trip, or is there a goal?
Just explore around.
Just kill time. I mean,
Waiting on Topher's armor.
we're almost on vacation. I just don't feel comfortable sitting in the city for so long.
So see, Ranger. Just gotta get out.
I would like to pick up my longsword.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to get your longsword to do it. And to answer your question, the standard longsword does not function as a finesse weapon. However, there are things that can be, you know, longswords that can be created as such, but they require special materials.
Yeah.
And therefore cost. There you go. So, anybody else have anything they want to do in the city before you guys go on a short camping trip?
We literally have 0 points.
Or Persephone. I'm sure there's some luxuries you could buy to make camping more enjoyable.
I already have a 2-person tent for myself.
Maybe some animal furs or something to lay down.
That's
Tomer, change. What? Now. I'm cold. Change. So,
I'm just saying.
no other chores in the city. You guys.
I had nothing planned.
All right. So you guys head out on a short camping trip. You said you wanted to do a little bit of hunting. All right. What kind of things are you hunting for?
Well, I had the help of Patch learned of some of the local fauna that came. There's some larger elks in the area.
Oh, there are indeed.
And I wanted to go to my way to hunt one of them.
Okay. Okay, you can definitely try to do that. So go ahead and give me a survival check. It's right now. You guys are probably right around lunchtime ish. What'd you get?
A 7.
A 7.
Off of a natural 1.
Am I rolling as well with him? Or?
If you wish. If you wish to also help him with that.
Or are you giving me
Looking
the help
for
action,
sign.
or are
Yeah.
you...
Well, I got a natural 20 plus 7.
I will take yours.
Okay, yeah, I believe as Gold, you're sitting there. You're unfamiliar with this terrain. You're unfamiliar with, these elk that they're talking about. You're looking for, hoof prints like this. You're starting to look at it like, I don't see anything. Hatch hits you on the shoulder. Says right there, hoof print.
Oh my.
You gotta get into the mind of the elk. I could turn into one.
And
That takes all the fun out of hunting one in the wild if I could just shoot you back.
Wait, no.
Wait, what? No. So, but Patch
Distressed elk sounds.
finds a couple hoof prints of some giant elk in some of the lower areas that have some grasses, and the dirt seems to be a little damp still. So he finds some depressions that he says, yeah, that's a hoof print, which is huge compared to what you were looking for. You're like, whoa, what kind of elk we have? You managed to take about the next hour and a half, kind of following the tracks and looking and listening for other signs. I need perception checks from you two in specific, and it is here. And if anyone else is joining them on this hunting trip,
I guess I'm technically there.
Leon, are you going to join them?
Yeah, I'll roll my dice.
Okay.
Perception.
Perception?
Oh
Perception.
wow, I did
Ooh.
good.
I rolled a 20.
I got a
How did you roll a 21, sir?
Well, no, I rolled a 15 plus.
I got a 17 plus 7.
All right.
I
So
got a 16.
I got a 19 plus 9.
okay, so all of you kind of hear a little ways off. Just this. It's like I can't do it,
Oh.
I
but
didn't
it's a
catch that.
bugle.
Can you repeat that?
No. But you hear this bugle sound, and you look, and kind of in the rocky steps next to where it's more grassland. You guys, you hear that, and then you look up that way, and you see kind of off in the distance, kind of making its way along the edge of where the terrain starts to get more rocky and where the grass is this silhouette.
Look.
Giant
It's hard to
elves
tell because it's hard to judge the distance from here, but from what you can tell, it looks to be like that big.
Oh, I can take him, no problem.
He's pretty small.
Okay,
Guys, I can just hunt him.
it's hard to tell. I mean, he's like that big when you look at it. So, could be pretty big, could be kind of small. We have no clue yet.
I'd like to, at this point, roll for stealth to try and get closer.
Okay. Anyone that wants to and wants to stealth up there, go ahead and roll
guess
your stealth.
I
that
will
I
try.
should
24.
follow suit.
I got disadvantage.
That is a
You're a bunny and you have disadvantage?
25.
But I actually
Three.
got a really good roll. I got a 19 and a 16, so plus 2. I got a plus. I just have a disadvantage because of the armor. So 18 would be the disadvantage.
16.
All right. Very, very good.
You
So,
guys are being nice to me.
It's because you believe.
so
I
what
think I
exactly
finally
are
ran
you
out of bad
doing
luck.
as you approach? Paint me a picture.
So,
I really don't want to kill it.
as far as
Yeah.
my approach is concerned, I'm taking note of the way the wind is facing and trying to stay downwind of the elk this whole time while coming up in the grass slowly. Okay.
The grass isn't super tall. It's basically about knee height. Some places it's a little taller, maybe up to the waist, but that's about it. So if you're trying to use the grass as cover, you really have to duck way down. But if you're doing that, you are going to use.
Was there a tree line that I could go through that would
There's a
get me
few
closer?
trees here and there. You might be able to position yourself with your stealth rolls that you guys had. You're able to position yourselves in such a way, kind of with the guidance of Gold, keeping an eye on wind direction and things like that, and with Leon's, keen understanding of how to move quietly through an area, helping the other two of you to make sure you all manage to get closer and closer. And as you're getting closer, this is getting this and this and this until eventually you find yourself probably about 90 feet away. And from this distance, you can get a true feel for the size of this creature. It is enormous. I mean, literally, you're talking like almost the
Is it a
size of
giant elk?
it is a giant elk.
Oh, yeah.
Almost the
Yeah.
size of an elephant with antlers.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
It's huge. Not quite the size of an elephant, but close enough.
Well,
So, what are you trying to do?
Well, I was going to.
Oh! Wait. Why? What'd it do to you?
Nothing in particular.
I guess guess if you're gonna eat it or something.
Well, yeah, plus we're eating, we're actually gonna shoot that.
I can't eat all that. I don't have the storage space for that.
We have the bag of holding.
No, I meant.
Filled with alchemy. Splat. Splat.
I
Splat.
just put them in.
Just empty it out, just rotten alchemy.
Yeah, delicious.
Chemical weapons.
Fine.
I'm sure we could take it to a butcher and have it prepared to eat for us. Making the bones like we use.
I suppose.
But at about 90 feet, I'm gonna go ahead and put Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
I whisper towards it under my breath. Sorry, buddy.
No.
Can I get up into a tree?
Sure. There's a tree about 30 feet off to the right. If you want to go over there, though, you need more stealth check.
17. Yeah, 17.
You managed to get over to the tree and start climbing up. So you got your hunter's mark on it. Is anybody else doing anything?
I prefer to. I'm just watching. I'd say actually, as he puts Hunter's Mark on it, I'm trying to move slightly closer stealthily, but like behind the cover.
Another stealth check.
I'm also getting close.
Okay. Stealth checks from anyone who is moving at this point.
18.
Okay. Besides,
How close am I to it as of right now?
if you don't move up anymore, you're at that 90-foot mark. You're kind of moving
He's the
as a
fireball the fucking
Okay.
We're silent.
Oh no! Patch has heavy armor, so he's got disadvantage there.
I rolled a disadvantage the first time. That's why I'm asking, so I don't have to move more. I can cast something on it.
Are you going to cast something?
I can. I'm kind of waiting for a cue. I got spike growth.
My
Tries
max
to run,
get within
takes
30
damage.
feet of it.
You're going to try to get within 30 feet? Okay. I will definitely need another stealth check from you.
That is an 18.
Following, so stealth check for me.
I'm gonna keep sitting in my
19.
Okay. So, you're hanging out in this tree, which you're still approximately 90 feet away. You just had to move kind of.
Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to get closer.
So you're about 30 feet away from where Patch is and where the rest of the group started. Gold and Leon, you have moved up now. 60 feet. You are 30 feet away from this thing. It still does not seem to either take notice of you, or if it does, it doesn't care.
So is it just chilling?
It's
right
just
now?
pawing at the earth, eating any grasses that it finds, occasionally moving a couple steps, eating some more.
So you have made it known that our intent is to kill this thing, correct?
Yes.
All right. I would like to cast what was it called? Spike growth on it, because it is stealthy unless it rolls a 16 wisdom save to notice it. Yeah. The bottom part.
He can kind of see the area since he's if you plan on doing it where he's standing and he's sitting there eating
Camouflage
grass.
like natural. Any creature that can't see. Okay, I see. Can't see.
Yeah.
Maybe that changes. Now I'll bide my time.
Okay.
Well, before you do, so Leon's gonna look at you. He's gonna sort of give a countdown, and I'm gonna want both of us to do to be ready to action, so we take place in the scene.
Okay. I was going to go ahead. I guess if we're writing the action to do so simultaneously, planar warrior and then my longbow attack.
Okay.
and I keep Hunter's Mark on it this whole time, obviously.
Well, that would end if he takes damage. That's unfortunate.
Are you guys giving some kind of a cue that I would be able to pick up on?
I would say no, because we're trying to be stealthy.
From 60
And-
feet away.
But if you were watching,
You would see me definitely shoot.
you would be able to react within the same turn, so to speak.
I would like to use my action for that then for when they make a move.
Okay, so
Cast that so that it can't run.
okay, so what you're saying is you're readying your action to cast Plant Growth when you see one of these two attacks.
Spiker, yes.
Yep.
There he is.
Hey, good timing.
I had wanted to cast Sleep on it, but
Okay.
if you end up,
Yeah, that would automatically pull that sleep if I hit it.
yeah, then I guess I'm doing
I'll
nothing.
sleep for
Okay.
half a second.
So I'm gonna go ahead and play your warrior hit it for a
Okay, roll your attack.
Okay.
Do I see?
First to hit is a 22,
That hits.
and the second to hit is a match 28.
Oh, damn.
That's dead.
Roll your damage, sir.
That's 2d8 and a d6. That is 27 on the crit.
Wow.
And then 14 on the second.
Okay.
Also, it's all force damage.
Okay.
Just gets
Had your action ready.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
It's dead. Or it's gotten very weak.
It's still there.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Spike Growth then.
Okay. So,
That'll be hit.
and it gets a
It's
save.
been a while since
No, it's not a save per se.
And
It's only to
Spike Growth.
notice it. It does. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 damage for every 5 feet it travels. There's no save on it.
So it's when it moves, it takes
Yes.
the damage.
And the area becomes difficult terrain.
Okay.
The 20
Okay,
foot
so when
radius
it
around
moves, it takes damage?
Yes. If it tries to run, it's just gonna.
Yeah, and no, it had one hit point. And
Yeah.
as it attempts to bolt, it literally had one hit point.
Nice.
As it attempts to bolt,
Oh.
it is down. You now have a giant elk on the ground, dead.
Since I'm up in a tree, can I look and see if there are any family elk who are pissed about this?
Any of the
Give
bands.
me a perception check.
About to get gored by like a whole family of giant elk.
You don't see shit.
No, you guys are fine.
So what are we planning on doing with this carcass? You know, this is bigger than what I could only assume a car would be.
It's probably bigger than our horse.
I will.
It is.
I do want to send you guys a message, having seen you guys do a murder. I'm not carrying that thing back.
And this thing is like the size of an elephant.
Well, let's break it down and work the pieces. We got Tomer now to help us. He magically showed up to help us get it out.
And I was here too.
I was here the
whole time.
You ever skinned a field dressed an animal?
IRL or in game?
In James.
Both.
Yes.
Your character probably would have.
My character definitely would have.
How about IRL?
IRL, yes.
Okay.
It sucks.
So, an animal this size,
We'll be here a minute.
Probably a couple hundred.
unless all of you are working on it,
Absolutely not.
just here, unless all of you are working on it, you will not be able to properly butcher this thing until after it gets dark. And it is only midday. It will take you like 8 hours, 9 hours to, just to properly butcher this thing.
I have an idea. That's just, I was just gonna just do a little.
There's only one
I
problem.
don't think
with
it
that.
opens.
I don't
wide
know.
enough.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, there's only one problem with that. And you just hit the nail on the head.
Squeeze it out like a pimple afterward. It's like.
Figured we'd give it a shot now. I
Fucking
don't know.
to a butcher shop and squeeze this up.
Just
Fucking
making
elk
sausage
paste.
at this point?
Yeah, there is only one problem with that. And yeah, the opening of the bag isn't that. I mean, you're still gonna have to butcher it to try to get there.
Alright, yeah, repeat, I'm not carrying
I
it.
can
And,
turn
and,
back
the,
into
and the
a
bag
cave
can only
there and
hold
have
up to
just
about
load
500
it on my back.
pounds.
I propose we tie it up with rope and pull it.
We could put it up to or hang it from the tree and put it cut it to pieces and then put it in the bag.
How
Would take all
heavy
day.
does this fucking thing look?
Oh, I bet you would take 3 of us pulling it.
Yeah, but the thing
I was
is,
like, who's getting that bitch in the
Werewolf
tree?
man,
but that thing
we've
that
got
won't affect
animal
that shouldn't
guy,
that
we've
shouldn't
got
affect the weight of the
ranger.
bag.
With my 8
Well,
strength.
no, but if
Yeah,
y'all
but
want to
you
put
could
him on a
become an animal.
tree, because he won't fit in the
I
bag.
guess I could turn into the cave berry.
I
and just
think
kinda
me,
carry it on the
Tomer, and Patch could easily drag this thing over to the tree and hang it for prep.
I disagree, but I will watch you try it.
Well, we gotta let it bleed out first.
Yeah, you're probably looking at this thing weighing about 4,000 pounds. So,
No, you
At
got it.
least we're
You're
gonna
fine.
eat good.
We got elephant-sized elk.
almost. I mean, elephants are more like 6,000 or more. Yeah. 6,000 is like
Elephants
the
are
lower
2,000
end.
bigger, but yeah.
Alright, boys. Patch. You're
Yes?
gonna hate that I'm gonna suggest this. You mind turning me into a giant ape?
You know, you don't keep any of your
Oh,
other stats. You're gonna be like a feral ape with your same alignment.
I already did it.
I just plan on picking and putting the goddamn.
I mean, at that point,
I've already done it.
at that point,
I
though,
would do.
if we have the
Polymorph
capability,
doesn't work exactly like. I mean, if you rule it that way, so be it. But it's just
Well-
you keep your alignment, but it'll keep.
Well, I'd be able
No.
to keep my motive, wouldn't I?
Well, sort of.
We'll find
The
out.
nice thing is a giant ape is an intelligence 7, which means it's not completely stupid, and you keep your personality. So
I'm gonna kill a bitch.
you would probably, like with direction from others, you'd probably be able to figure out what they're asking you to do, and it's whether or not Gold, as his own personality, would do something that the others are asking him to do.
Probably.
Right.
Then there you go.
Jack, you need to make a wisdom saving throw. Unless you're willing.
Oh, hold
I
on.
asked Will he asked.
Hold on.
Nope, you're
Hold
right.
on.
You don't retain int and hammer end, but a giant ape's int is 7,
That is
which is-
fortunate.
which
Hold on.
is just below, the low level human, which is 8.
Before we do that, I think Liam had something to say.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that, bud.
Somebody about the dozens of times.
Well, I'm sorry. We were discussing all this.
We were, yes. I was just trying to say that if we can polymorph 2 people into giant apes, why not just carry it back to Dawnfall? I mean, I think stringing it up to a tree and cutting it up into little pieces will take a lot of time and effort, whereas we can take it back to a place with a lot more people, so it don't take as much time and effort.
Why don't we just polymorph?
You.
That also could work.
Polymorph.
I don't know if
Polymorph
it has to
testing?
be like alive, but
Technically, when something
He
dies,
can fail his wisdom
ah,
saving
well,
throw.
yes, but technically, when something dies in
Turned into a
D&D,
chicken corpse.
it becomes an object. But you know what? Why
Alright, well then I'll polymorph it into a chicken.
not?
Can
Okay.
you help us picture this? What, a little chicken?
It is a chicken this big.
It
That's
just
fine.
unmorphs in the shop and just destroys everything.
Murders him, fucking tears down his whole shop.
At least
Alright,
at that point, we can carry.
Yes.
I'll put him in the bag of holding.
It's not gonna
Okay.
fit in the bag. of
Oh,
holding.
The
God,
chicken
that's
won't
gonna
fit in
be
the bag of
difficult.
holding?
It's gonna be a big fat
It'll
chicken.
fit.
Oh, it'll fit.
It'll
Okay.
How long was this trip? Actually, once it's in there, it's probably fine, right?
Well,
You
here's
just
an
can't
hour.
get it back out.
1
No.
hour of polymorph.
Ever.
Well,
Well,
I'm curious if it exploding and
if
causing
if it
rift in space time.
And
if
so
it,
I don't know how
if
bag
it
of holding-
unpolymorphed,
We have 1
bag
hour.
of holding can only hold 500 pounds. And so
Oh, okay,
many
yeah,
cubic feet
that
of
bag is
space.
fucked then.
Yeah, we're gonna
Because
have to,
otherwise it rips open and everything falls out.
we're gonna have to
Hour.
physically carry. At least it'll be a chicken. And how far?
A couple
idea.
hours. I could double time and I'm in foothills mountains. It's arguably my favorite terrain. My mountains are my favorite terrain. I could double time it and just fucking.
I could turn into a draft horse.
We just fucking book it for
I was also thinking, I turn into a wolf, you ride me, I get you as far as you can go, then you just book it from there.
I think the horse is probably a little bit faster than the wolf.
Probably.
Yeah, but one's more exciting to watch.
That's not wrong.
All right.
Either way.
So, what is your overall goal?
Chicken.
Chicken, horse, vroom vroom.
Okay.
I will
Yeah.
walk
All right.
my own time.
You guys eventually make it
Jesus
back
Christ.
into the city. You make it back in time. You get to a
Horse at
butcher,
60 speed.
and
And prepare
you
them for the worst.
you put this chicken down on the ground in front of him, and say, "We're gonna need you to butcher this." Is that all? Just wait. Just wait.
Even like,
Well,
Just wait.
I can just end the concentration.
And boom. It's like, oh shit. So yeah, no, they're more than willing to butcher it for you. That's gonna be a lot of work.
Or just sell it to them.
I was gonna suggest we don't need all this meat.
Give me like this much, sell the rest.
It'll be bad long before we get to finish all.
I want a good hearty cut of steaks for tonight, and some smoked meats for our trip back to Kyber. So 3 weeks worth of smoked meat. Otherwise, I can sell the rest of it to you in the end. Help subsidize your costs for labor.
I'll give you 150 for it.
Sounds good.
Ah, deal. Shakes your hand.
I got him sick just for touching.
Yep. So he hands you a small pouch that has 150 gold in it. You wait around for a little bit as he does some of the initial work to start exposing stuff, and he says, "Look, it's gonna take a while to get to the cuts of meat. Where are you staying?"
Where are we staying?
What's the end called?
You never.
We,
All
we can
information.
just circle back, it's fine.
You never ask.
Just
for
give us a
anything.
time frame.
Come back.
Name's Goldmere. I can be back in a few hours. It's no big deal.
Fair enough. And when you leaving for your trip,
I got 2 more days.
that'll give you enough time to smoke some. Very well. Before you leave, swing by. We'll have those rations for you. The steaks, 2 hours.
Be back in 2.
Okay. So, is there anything else in particular you guys wish to do today in the city?
Is the funeral? You never gave us a date for the funeral.
He never gave us a date. I'd like to buy some nice veggies and figure out about a dwarven chef to prepare some meal with these ingredients I've got right now.
Okay. You have no problem finding in the market area. You're able to see a lot of roots and tubers and things like that. You know, potatoes, different kinds of roots, sweet potatoes, onions, things like that. They also have a lot of mushrooms that they grow in actually in the caves. There's actually areas where they grow mushrooms to harvest. But there's also some kind of simple carrots, things like that, similar to carrots, but not quite the same. There's not a ton of fruits. It's mostly, like earthen vegetables and things like that. So they've got those. You managed to find a bunch of those. And if you try to find a chef to cook it up, well, you know where one is. She's
Yeah.
already had her
Being her
cooking
dead
insulted
brother.
once.
Yeah, but that's an issue at the moment.
Yes, but
Ah, yes. I rolled 35 on my cooking check.
yeah. But yeah, you guys. If you're looking for someone, you're able to find them. And after you pick up the steaks and you get these vegetables, you guys have one hell of a meal.
My
And
treat.
So It is very, very good. Any plans for the next day?
Or just surviving.
Well, all right, you end up just kind of hanging out, relaxing, taking some time, kind of a mini vacation, if you will. And then the next day comes around, and you get a message about 3 o'clock in the afternoon that your armor's ready.
Get it.
Okay. When you arrive, sure enough, the armorsmith is there. He's like, I got this finished now. I hope you will like it.
Appreciate it. Fine craftsmanship, like always.
Yes. So, please, try it on.
Oh, I will.
Takes them 10 minutes to put on.
Oh yeah, well he's helps
Yeah.
get it, and he's actually checking the fit, making some adjustments here and there where he can with some of the straps, that hold it in place and things like that. It takes a good 20 minutes to get it on and him adjusting things. But once he's done, it feels like perfect. It's like this fits great.
Yes.
And the weight is evenly distributed. I mean, you did good work. It's impressive.
That's what you go to the worst from.
And then he looks at you and he says, "How's it feel?"
Feels like a glove.
Smack! As he hits you in the chest with a hammer. Barely feel it.
Nothing.
Excellent. Good. A half plate, actually. Not full plate, hammer, and half plate. So,
We're not that rich.
Oh yeah, I have half plate.
So yeah, he hits you right in it, and I mean, you feel the impact, but
It's not as bad
no damage. It doesn't look dented.
compared to the armor that I had that wasn't made for me.
Exactly. This is made for you.
This is
This is made for you. This feels nice. Okay. This is very good. Please recommend my work to anyone you see.
Oh, 100%.
Very good. So you now have your armor.
Yes.
And you also get word that rations are ready for you.
It's still
Fantastic. I'll take the wagon around.
All right. And are you planning on leaving this evening, or would you like to wait until the morning?
Well, what time is it now? Give or
It
take?
is probably now about 4 o'clock in the early evening.
unless you want to make camp.
If we've been bored anywhere, probably itching to.
Yeah,
It's
I would say let's bounce.
Yeah, we don't know.
We got a month
We
of
don't know.
travel, don't we?
Yeah.
We got about 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3.5 weeks or so.
We don't
Yeah,
know what's
we
been
didn't-
happening in our
Yeah, we're gonna camp regardless, so let's just go.
camping simulator.
Each other. Awesome.
All right. So you guys begin heading out. As you are heading out, it's still relatively light out, being only about 4 o'clock.
We're in the wagon, right? So make sure we had a wagon.
Yep.
The whole
And
The
thing.
wagon and the whole
And the horses. So, who's riding a horse? Who's driving the wagon?
I am inside the wagon.
I'm riding wagon.
I'll drive a horse.
Okay. You riding a horse, or are you in the wagon, Patch?
In the wagon.
All right.
He
So.
is.
We can
No, it'll last
So
for
the
a couple hours.
others are basically kind of tied to the back of the wagon, trailing behind.
Yeah, I'll just
Wait,
be
who
a
are we
lead.
tying to the back of the wagon?
Everyone.
I was only gone for like
All
15
of our
seconds.
enemies.
Mm. But you start moving along. It's kind of difficult going because the terrain isn't the greatest for this. There is a path-ish. It's the same way you came in. It's not the greatest of roads. It's more just kind of like some tracks that have been worn into the earth over time. It doesn't seem like the dwarves of Dunfall do a lot of journeying in this direction. So you're heading out that way. Probably at about 7 o'clock. So you see the path in front of you. Again, not much of a path, but there is some very nice kind of open plains area, kind of spreading out, basically straight in front of you, kind of to the north and to the east. And the rocky hills and mountains kind of move up over towards the west, where the terrain gets a little bit rougher. It's still passable. I mean, that's kind of what you've been going through with the wagon. It's still passable, but it's difficult. And let me double check.
You're just being dragged behind the curve. Okay.
Just the one extra.
The wagons.
Okay. Gold
Yes.
and Patch. Thanks to your keen eyes, even as the light is getting close to the horizon and it's starting. Well, there's still light, plenty of light,
Okay, fair enough.
but it's starting to get towards the horizon. I mean, it's about 7 o'clock. I mean, you know, maybe even closer to 7:30, but it doesn't get dark till 9 or so around here because this is still in the summer months. But as it's going, you catch flashes of movement in the sky.
Like the instinct kicking in where it's like,
Roll for
hair-
Spidey sense.
the hair on the back of my neck standing up.
You don't know. You just see some flashes of movement. Just that your passive
Like in the
perception,
air?
you just kind of caught something up in the sky.
Well, I can tell you who actually does have Spidey sense. I'll activate Primeval Awareness.
Okay. And once again, what does that exactly do?
As an action, you can expend one ranger spell slot, or concentrate for 1 minute to sense any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of you, or up to 6 miles if you are in favored terrain.
Okay.
I think.
You're not really in favored terrain right now, but
But a mile is still
It's
much
still-
of a distance.
it's still a decent distance. You pick up 3 blips.
I really fucking hope it's not 3 dragons.
I'm not trying to get clapped by a dragon.
It's one of
Hey,
those.
Gold,
Now-
if you
Me
catch
or-
what
No,
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 okay.
no. I'm talking
I
up in the air.
just had hopes and dreams that maybe it was less.
Yes. But no, you catch 3 blips up in the sky, and now that you're really aware of this, I mean, do you share this information with your party, or you just kind of
Yeah, well, I'm looking up right now, and I notice Gold is looking up too. I'm like, you catch that?
Yeah, and they just start snapping and like look up, guys.
as you all look up, perception checks for everyone.
Me too.
Ooh,
Your passive got you to
Guys.
notice.
17.
guys, I see things.
Nat 20 for 26.
Okay.
Also a nat 20 for a 20.
I got an 18 flat.
Okay.
Yeah, my dice are
Alright.
haunting me today.
So that yours was the low roll. You notice the movement, but you can't make out the details as seemingly kind of darting in amongst the clouds a little bit. Maybe not quite that high, but you know, it's up there. You know. Anyone who got higher than 18 or higher.
Yes.
You can see some definition to it. These, you know, clearly some kind of winged creatures. 3 of them. Rolled your keen eyes with that 27. That's 26. And what'd you have to fetch?
17.
17.
I had a
Which is
nat
what I
20.
rolled for my.
You got a what?
Nat
4 total of?
20.
Total of 20. Okay. So, but you guys, okay, because you had a 26 and you had a, oh no, so you had a 26. You actually notice that, okay, these things, and this is why you're getting the blips, is because they are kind of swooping down every once in a while, going, I need either nature or survival.
You just take
Yeah, you can just go into this.
I don't like have anything to see it.
I'll take survival because I have one higher than that,
Okay.
but that is a 25.
Okay. Yeah, you saw this before on the way in. These are wyverns. There's 3 of them up there. And based on their movements, you know enough about these creatures that they're on the hunt. They are scanning these open plains for things to eat.
And we're in the open plains.
Now, you've got options. There is the open plains before you. You can attempt to go through there. You've got, horses. You've got wagons. You can try to go fast. There's not a lot of cover hiding. You could also try to go closer to the mountains where the terrain is, where there are larger rocks and stuff. It's a little slower going, a little bit more difficult to pass, but you've got cover that you could keep an eye and okay, let's move now. Okay, and try to keep hidden from them. It's your choice.
So, as we've traveled this path before, we know the way we know out is straight ahead. It's not the substitute path that we have to take.
Right, and you could.
But we're aware we could take that substitute
Yeah,
path.
it's basically okay. We could go like this straight away, or we could scoot this way, come around this area, and then cut back. It's up to you.
I'd rather play it safe than bring fucking wyverns.
Yeah, it's bad news.
Do you want to fight 3 wyverns?
Yes.
Over?
Risk destroying the cart.
I was gonna say, if you want to send me out first on the horse, they follow me, and you guys can
Risk killing one of the horses.
then I'll go. We'll form and see if they'll follow.
I don't know that it'll be super helpful, but if I want to do nothing but this for the next forever, I can cast a very small illusionary image of the plains over top us and the horses, maybe. As we
Are you
attempt to
talking
do
about?
this.
Are you trying to put up an illusion?
Prestidigitation to do it? So, like I said, I don't know how well it's
Yeah,
gonna work.
Prestidigitation is not going to do that.
Yeah, you can make my hair look like grass. By the way.
We can go rocks if you want. It's gonna take some longer.
It's already a 3.5 week trip. What's an extra 4 hours?
But wouldn't the wyverns home to be towards the rocks anyway?
Probably deeper in the mountains.
Yeah, it could be.
I'm not sure.
That's not where they're hunting at the moment.
Right now they're scanning the plains. We're in the plains.
Well, we haven't reached. We're still in the cover of the trees. We haven't gone into the plains yet.
Yeah, there's not a lot of cover here either.
But it's
There's not a lot of trees.
decent.
But it's a little better because it's more you're still kind of at the edge of being in some of the rocks. So there's terrain change and rocks that really kind of help set it apart.
We can rock right.
I say we just go for the rocks. I'd rather play it safe here.
Rocks have cover, yes.
Yes. It's gonna be slower. But
Yeah, no, cover is the important one.
rocks it is.
I will say I do want to kind of keep an eye out, though, if I see them get within about 150 feet and seem like they're going to be relevant. I just need to be prepared to do something.
Little did we know that when he said rocks, he actually meant ROC. We
Just
get
a bunch of
jumped.
terror birds. The cover of the smaller birds will help us with
Yes.
the bigger, scaly bird.
Are wyverns smaller than rocks? Rocks are pretty big.
Miss. We're doing the rock slow route.
We're
We're taking
preparing.
the slow route so we don't get eaten by
Fireball.
wyverns. I guess Persephone is going to prepare fireball. Just
Oh,
Okay, so you guys are taking the cover that's available.
correct.
All right. So you guys, let's see. Gold is driving. We have Persephone and Patch were riding the wagon.
We're getting up by a whole fucking garbage truck.
probably would be up front with Gold, just not driving per se, but just kind of sitting up there with him.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna physically put you there just
Yeah.
because it's.
A bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, positioning minifigs on your board is what I'm here for. But our two spiders a pain in the butt.
Alright.
We're actually being funneled by the wyverns now.
Being,
The Velociraptors have joined the fray. No.
being herded by the wyverns into the rocks.
Or 6 more of them are waiting for us.
Meanwhile, there's an
Big
ancient
bird rock. That's
red dragon just waiting there for us, like
open mouth, like
expecting.
waiting for us to walk right in.
It's the Alaskan.
The Alaskan bull roar. I was just like,
That's not the word.
Okay.
That's its tone.
All right. So let me set up. And
yeah, he prepared this encounter. We're fucked.
We are fucked.
I'm prepared.
I don't have a bow and arrow anymore.
Gold is dead.
Wait, you,
And we are
you
fucked.
dropped your bow. Yeah, that's right.
You do not pick up a bow when you're.
That's when we were running from the gas. And
Well, no, I meant in our downtime.
The players are
I don't think
being
dwarves would have
summoned.
much bows.
And here we go. As guys find yourselves moving through.
An upside
The,
down mountain.
Yes,
There's horses
moving
close to
through
the
the hills and the rocks, using them as cover, and you can see that you can provide some good cover. The hills and the plains and stuff are out this direction, out this way. You are kind of in the rocky hills of this area right now, all kind of hanging out right here, with wagons and everything. And as you are moving up this way, I need perception checks for that.
I told you! There were 6 more!
I assume it's just so that we can see our minis, but our wagon has a cover over it, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Gold don't see shit.
Yeah,
Me
me neither.
Nat 1.
Oh, I got a 2.
7.
I got a 2 for 9.
This is based on hearing. By the way.
11.
Oh,
Gold don't hear shit.
I got 15.
The wind was blowing in my big old rabbit ears.
Okay, so who had 10 or better?
No.
Just you two.
I was so close. 9.
Tomer. Well, what languages do you speak?
Oh.
Oh shit. This is why
I wish Gold could hear now. They're yelling at us.
How about you, Leon? What languages do you speak?
I speak all of them.
You speak Draconic?
I do.
Ooh.
Gold.
Just relay the sounds that you
Common
hear.
and orc.
I speak common, elvish, and undercommon.
Okay.
Common and orc for me.
Neither of you can make out exactly what's being said, but you two hear the following. It's not quite loud enough that you guys hear it, but I'm going to make it loud enough so that everyone can hear it. So you hear, Big Rolkuf, Tumbabaf, Glurf, Bigalango, Nogabaga, Foom.
Trolls.
I'm gonna, if I can, try to get near Gold and Patch that are driving the wagon. Gold, there's something near us, and I don't think it's gonna be the wyverns that are gonna run from during this path.
What general direction?
What direction's that?
You are hearing that from over this way.
Right.
I will make it even more obvious. You're hearing it from over in this general direction.
I would
That
like
way.
to aim myself that direction.
You want to go that direction?
Instead of
Sure.
keeping an eye up in the sky for the wyverns, I'm going to keep an eye over there.
Okay. So, are you guys continuing to move forward? What are you doing?
I would
Should
say
we,
I say we go carefully because if
Maybe
I guess we
do
can't really afford to stop.
Maybe do a swoop.
Maybe they have something planned for us, or we can jump.
Damned if we do, damned if we don't.
Maybe do a swoop.
Does someone want to maybe hop out and scope ahead real quick?
Absolutely not.
I'm the only one who could pilot the car.
You want me to scope ahead then?
Tomer, if you wouldn't mind, just be wary.
Alright. Do you want me to stay on the horse or do you want me to go on foot?
We should have Sneaky McSneakers and take a poke ahead.
Well, that's not a bad idea. Sneaker, McSneakers.
Mr. Indivisible.
Yes, Tomer, stay here with us.
One bard, indivisible, in
The
stealthiness
Invisibard
and
will solve our
persuasion
problems.
for all.
Unless he chooses not to.
So,
That'd be sad.
bard boy, are you
I'm gonna use the second level spell slot to cast base invisibility.
okay? Base invisible.
Base to invisible is very
So
base.
Okay. So, this is where you are currently. Okay. And you are invisible. I am just going to change the color of your base. So that let's see.
Not that it actually does anything,
Green.
but I'm gonna say, you got this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast.
So you are green base, indicating that you are invisible.
Yeah.
So, where would you like to go?
Move on up ahead to where the sound is coming from. Try to see what's up.
Okay, so you are going to be moving in this general direction.
Yeah.
Okay. You could probably get a view about, if you moved up about 50 feet, that would put you right up kind of at that ledge up there.
Alright.
So you could probably get a view of what's in that general vicinity. So I will need a stealth check.
So really quick, what's the weather like today before I forget to ask?
The weather is partly cloudy,
With a chance of
but slightly windy, but no precipitation today. You haven't seen any hints of rain, but it's been relatively pleasant. It's a nice, a fairly warm temperature. It is still in the summer
No
months.
errant thunderstorms.
No errant thunderstorms.
19.
19. Okay. All right. So as you sneak your way up, you begin moving up and up.
Kill me. Kill me.
And you get all the way up to here. And as you get here, that sound you heard gets louder.
Just if you look at that.
That sound you heard gets quite a bit louder
Skyrim jump.
Oh, good God.
as
Sit
you
there,
see two very, very large humanoids
Oh shit. Double shit.
arguing back and forth. At least that's what it sounds like to you. You're not sure. You don't speak that language.
Can I roll some kind of check to maybe understand what the fuck these are?
Yes, absolutely. Give me a history check.
Checks would be a better
Yeah,
bonus.
Ajax would come clutch.
Right. What if I told you I have a grand total?
A grand total of 2. Giant peoples! Ah!
That's crazy. Alright.
So huge.
And then
God.
eat me.
Oh my God.
I would like to send a message as it's been a minute. How's it looking?
Am I able to respond?
Yep, this is a message, so you just gotta be within 120 feet, and it's as if you're whispering to each other back and forth.
Big people.
Some shit about big people back? I mean,
Oh.
Sounds like some kind of giant.
Would I
Oh,
have
the
seen
Ajax
this
Brigade.
type of creature
If
before?
only.
Maybe from my homeland?
These specific kind? No.
Well, not this specific type, but something
They're
similar
giants
to
with
it.
big orcs.
You really weren't there.
Long enough? Okay, never mind.
too young when you left.
Can we go around them?
Yeah. Can we go around them?
Yeah, you can always try.
You could certainly
Try.
Yeah, you can always give it a shot.
Papa, may
Yeah,
we
like-
please skip this attack?
We've got like an entire cart thing going on. Like,
Everything
yeah.
wants to break our
Are
stuff.
they big dumb stupid or are they?
I mean, I feel like
What if
they're.
they're friendly?
I feel like they're.
But no one can
that was why I
communicate with
wanted
them.
to know if what they were, but I assume they are big, dumb, stupid. But I also assume they have natural ability to see a cart of horses. So.
There you go, that's an appetizer.
They're already eating a horse. They don't need a
Look.
second one.
It's
Horse in
on
a stick.
It's delivery.
Do we need to distract?
A cow's more tasty than a horse anyways.
Distract run?
If I had a whole cow,
You
I'd
know.
pursue a horse.
They were,
Right.
they were,
You know.
they were arguing about something, so
You know.
yeah.
I don't.
That when it snows.
So we're having like a message conversation. Maybe you could get the cart around if I stay here and strike up a nice conversation.
I mean, that's fine. Alright, guys. Leon's gonna do something stupid, but
Yeah.
we're gonna
What happened?
mosey on out of here.
Is he alright?
For now, keep in touch. I message over to Leon.
Wait, hold on.
So he's gonna
What's
do
the plan?
He's gonna do a distract, and we're gonna do a get the fuck out.
So is there like what giants over there? You said big people.
I'm assuming
That's
it
the
might
extent of what he told me was big people.
It might be giants.
Leon, how many big people?
2.
He says two
Leon
big
sounds so
people.
fucking defeated.
He
They're
says-
so big!
They're like
guys,
that
have
big.
confidence. Have confidence in this man.
Who?
I was stronger than that network, this big. Oh, you're lying!
He's gonna distract and we're gonna go. That's the plan.
So what happens when he needs to get back to us?
I'll help him get out of there.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
If you guys want to go
I
first,
hate that plan.
you go first. I'll help Leon if he needs to get out of there. That's fine.
I don't like this at all, but fine if this is.
Do you want to go fight 3
He has
wyverns?
fully consented to this plan.
I don't want to fight 3 wyverns or 2 fucking giant naked men.
So it's your choice.
The demons prepared an encounter, and by
Leon.
golly, we're getting hammered
Leon.
one way or the other.
We're getting
Are
fucked
they
either
men or
way.
women?
What?
Male or female?
They look pretty men
Oh.
to me.
I just noticed. Thank you, Ang Hammeran, for the 500 biddies. For love of the adventure. Appreciate it. Sorry it took so long to notice that. Biddies, not titties, alright?
No,
Get it
take
right.
the biddies.
500 titties!
Take all the biddies.
So let's do this.
250 virgins.
I'm
so
gonna-
far.
So male or female?
He said they look male.
Does it matter?
Yeah, they got the bromance
yes.
going. Don't hate.
I'm gonna take my horse, tie it to the back of the
What if
wagon,
they're friendly?
let them get all in the wagon, and I'm just gonna get closer and just prepare if Leon
Are
needs
they
back.
actively, trying to hurt
Okay, so
us yet?
you are getting off the horse.
Yeah, and just being Leon's backup just in case.
Okay, so now
Leon
you
is
got,
fully consented to this plan.
so you got 2
Was it
horses
back
hooked
mine?
up to the wagon, 3 horses in the back, total 5 horses.
I didn't do quite a big horse.
Okay, so you
No.
got
No
2
more
horses
questions.
connected up to the wagon, 2 trailing behind.
I was like,
Sometimes horses just appear.
Yes.
When you leave a horse
They
alone
duplicate.
for a couple days,
Yeah.
they just make new horses.
Exactly. Just poof, new horse.
I mean,
If I
if
get my
horse
toast,
glitch.
it just splits.
Yeah.
I mean, if we had
Yeah,
the third
we're
horse, we
abusing
could
the
use it as a
infinite horse
distraction, but it's too late now.
Well, hold on. If we're using the infinite horse glitch, why don't we just walk up the side of the mountain? God.
Alright.
Yeah. What
So
if,
are
what
you
if they're
attempting to
friendly?
move up towards Leon?
I'll move up. Try to
I
get.
will need stealth check from you there, Mr.
And even worse, what
boy.
if they're not friendly?
Could I?
Remember, you are wearing half plate.
Oh, I know, that's what
Could I
I'm
have your help pack?
Well, of course.
I'm not sure how the horses are going to react to this, so could you do your best to calm them as we move forward?
Absolute.
15 disadvantage.
Not too terrible.
Not too terrible, that's 3/4 the die.
I have a plus
That's
4.
pretty good. You
I have, a
average
plus,
is 10, 15, so
I have a plus
5
4
plus
Okay.
that.
plus 4 stealth.
So
Of
as
course.
you get to there, right here,
Mind you, you can't see Leon.
That's
Yeah, you
fine.
can't
I
see
just
where-
know he's in that general area.
you can't see where Leon is, but as
You
you
probably
get to
should.
here, you're continuing to move up. You're kind of move over here to this ledge. And you bump into something invisible. It doesn't make any noise, but you kind of stumble a little bit, and you catch yourself on the stone, and one of the pieces of your armor, clink, like that. And
Step on the rubber chicken that just happened.
one of the voices goes,
Oh gosh, Logan.
Mogalala! Mogalala!
I'm gonna look back and be like, I'm gonna give that face of like, fucking run.
Thank you, Toga.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Tomar,
I'm
how is
helping.
it going?
Patch has no idea how big giants truly are. He hasn't seen one. He's just like read about them, so he's picturing like how big are they in actuality? Just before in case I'm wrong.
Huge.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 15 feet tall tops.
Yeah, they're about
Like
50.
10, 15.
They qualify by the Monsters Manual. They qualify as huge. Therefore, they take up a 15 by 15 space, which is also 15 tall.
He's picturing about 10 feet.
No, it's
Yeah.
more
he's
like 15.
Okay, they're pretty big, but
Yeah. I mean,
do I hear the poof, poof, poof of their footsteps?
hold on.
I will say, I haven't heard any signal to stop, so the horse.
Yeah, no,
They're moving.
I messaged
I
Tomar,
just give you
asked
that
how
look
he's
of just-
doing.
Should I roll some kind of
Go
perception based?
now.
Alright,
Just
what
guys,
they
look
said.
at
Tomar says run. So, hey, yeah.
So,
I don't want to leave Tomar out there to die.
They're capable,
Leon
men.
can hop on my back. I'll go into hybrid form. and I'll
They're
just run.
capable, men.
Still invisible.
so what was
When
your
you get out of
request?
invisibility.
Would I
Do
have
I
an
want to at this
opportunity
point?
to hear those sounds? Or is that factored into the same perception check?
That's all in that same perception check.
Yikes.
actually.
That's unfortunate.
Because you also have to remember, you're in the wilderness. There's wind blowing. There's other sounds going, and there's the sound of a horse and cart going over relatively rough terrain.
Yeah, that would be pretty noisy.
It's not super noisy, but it's not super quiet either. So,
I don't wait.
and it's not like you didn't hear any running or anything like that. You know, it was just the voice got raised a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell Persephone because she messaged me. Go now.
Alright,
Now.
he said,
Now, while this was going on, while Tomer was sneaking up near to where Leon was, you guys just being stationary, or were you?
I
The
assume
horse
we were
and cart
moving.
had started moving
Yeah.
per
Okay.
instruction of our allies.
Okay, so horse
What's
and
going
cart
on?
had started moving.
Is y'all talking telepathic? Right?
Yep,
So,
I am the
I have no idea
communication link.
Oh, that's right. You're with us, so you just said.
Yeah, I'm the one messaging.
She basically repeats everything like
I
a
am
telephone.
all communication.
Tomer says, "Why? What happened?
Well, he hasn't said run yet, but he's getting ready to say run.
Are you telepathic? Like,
It's going to be a pain in the butt to move that cart because it's not
But
an
no, what's
object,
the
it's
word I'm
something
looking
that's
for? You can
built
see the
separately,
future.
so.
You just want
I'm just going to use
Just
gold
move gold. Yeah, that'll be the
as a
Yeah,
representation
fair enough,
of.
I
the
am
cart.
the cart.
And so you would have probably moved about. Let's see. He was going up there. He was trying to be stealthy. I'd say about that far.
I'm just
So the cart is right about there. At this point in time.
Alright, he says we need to run.
So. What are y'all doing?
Can't
Cart, what are you guys doing?
Run.
You can't just leave them there.
Well, I didn't say run all the way. I just meant like hurry the fuck up.
I'm going as fast as I can without alerting everyone within 300 feet of us that the cart
I'm
is here.
just giving you the information I was given.
I'm not going to go any faster here.
Tomar
Yeah, what's
is not
going on?
running.
That's fine. I think they know that we're here.
They know we're here, probably.
No, I think they know. Homer's here.
I'm just telling you. It's being told to me.
I'm continuing at the same pace.
Alright, so. Here's what I'm going to do. Is we have a challenge going on right now. A skill challenge.
Perception
Okay.
versus
Oh shit.
The cart in order for you to get past this area with these two big peoples unseen, you are going to need to make it from the current location where you are at gold, right here, all the way to here, basically 120 feet on the map. And 120 feet represents moving quietly enough, what you're trying to do, over the course of 4 rounds, basically 30 feet around. Now, while you are doing that, you two, your job is to assist them through whatever methods you choose. As a group, I'm going to ask you 3 in the cart what you are doing to assist in either the speediness or stealthiness of the horse and cart. You will tell me what it is you're doing, and you will roll a check. This is similar to what Andrew does in his. Okay. Your goal is to make more successes than failures each round in order to progress forward without the cart being seen. Okay. So, you 3 will focus on what you can do to help the cart move or not be, or keep it quiet or whatever. You 2 are going to have to figure out what you can do to either distract these large peoples, to prevent yourselves from being fully discovered and attacked. I mean, you have to figure out what you're doing, and your strategy could be to attack. That's up to you. Okay. Now, unlike what Andrew does in Magnus Avum, whatever you guys do, it has to be something different on a round. What the enemy does can be completely different from what you do. So, like, an enemy could choose to attack, you could still choose to attack. Make sense? Okay. So, we are going to start with round 1. Cart drive instead of fight. Okay. So, let's go this way around. Patch, what are you doing with the cart?
First, I have no idea what I can do. I have nothing prepared.
Okay, well then we'll start on this side.
Yeah.
That'll give you some time to think.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I doubt anyone's using this, I'm going to use a tool or a item. I'm going to pull a jar of oil or flask of oil out of my bag and use that to grease the wheels to make the wheels squeak less.
Okay. Alright, so
Most of the sound is probably from the wooden wheels.
since you're using an item, I will give you a bonus to a
Like a sleight of hand check.
no. You know what? Yeah, sleight of hand. I think will work. I'll allow that. I'll give you a bonus if you've chosen to use an item.
Okay, the bonus is equal to even D4.
I'll add it on.
Gotcha.
That one.
That's a 7. It's not a net 1.
Okay.
It was plus 3.
Okay. So
Otherwise, I'm still using it.
that is 1 failure. Okay. Persephone.
So, I assume nature exists and there are nature sounds
There are natural
commonly.
sounds.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prestidigitation a sensory effect of a sound and try to cover up our wagon making noises with nature sounding noises.
Just a continuous elk
Alright,
sound.
so you're going to constantly cast prestidigitation.
At least for this little bit, yes.
Okay. Alright.
Just piercing
I am-
Inside.
I am going to need from you a stealth check because it does require verbal components to try to make sure you're being quiet enough.
13.
Okay. Good enough. So, yeah, you're being quiet enough as you're sending it off. And with that, though, the use of that spell, automatic success. So you now have 1 success, 1 fail.
Solid.
Tomer, what are you going to do? You think you've been spotted, but you don't know for sure. You're just going off of
Sound.
the sound of that you don't know how to translate.
Are they still? Are they? Both of them are still in the front.
They are still in the cave right there.
Is the thing next to the right of them made out of stone or wood?
That looks like it is made out of bone.
Oh shit!
And in fact, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Uh, 19.
19, yeah. That is a bone cage. And there is something inside it.
There's something inside of it.
You see something in there moving. You can't make out what, because it's a little bit darker in the cave, and just the way that fire's in front, kind of the mixture of the light and the shadow.
It's late afternoon / evening.
It's evening. It's getting close to being to where it actually will start to get dark out, but it's not quite there. But the shadows in the cave combined with that large bonfire in front, it makes it hard to really see what's in there, but something is in there moving.
Is there a lock? I know I can't really tell if there's a lock on it.
I mean, it looks like the door is facing out towards here, but that's it. I mean, you can't tell how that thing's actually put together.
Two options.
I have no idea what to do.
How far does that go?
You just tell everyone.
So what's 100? What's 120 feet from me?
You're well within that range for the stuff in the cave, if that's what you're wondering.
Oh no, I was gonna
We're
light
doing
one.
insurance,
I was gonna
I
light
can't
one of
tell
their
you what
pants
to do.
on fire with firebolt.
Yeah, you're well within 120 feet. Yeah,
Actually,
you're half that distance.
okay. Was there any way that I could distract them by lighting one of the trees above them or near them on fire?
You always try.
Yeah, I'll try to get a tree in my line of sight where I can still try to be covered and try to shoot it to ignite it with flame. See if that'll distract them.
So let's see. Let's
If they
do.
were hostile, they definitely are now. Being shot at.
Let's get a range.
Their camp is being raided.
I just put those curtains up and they're on fire.
That's about
Boy,
120. So
Yeah, I was thinking
for
the
the
one.
most part, your range of vision because of the rocks is that.
Yeah, I was
So
looking,
really, any of the trees kind of in that cone.
yeah, I was
are
looking
in
at the one
range.
to the left, the one closest to the big guy on the left. That one right there.
You'd have to move to actually see that because the cone cuts through the rock to get to that tree.
Okay.
So, but you would have to move to actually see that. But you could see that if you like moved over to this side.
Yeah, I'm
over
gonna
here.
shimmy over quietly. And then
Okay, you will need to do a stealth check to get over there without being seen.
Okay. 14 plus 4. 18 total.
Okay. So you move your way over here.
Yeah.
And you just have an angle, just barely, to firebolt that tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna firebolt that tree.
Okay. So, now with that, I'm going to have you roll a deception check. Because you have this literal fiery bolt firing from you to this tree.
Tracer round.
I got plus 4 to deception.
And them trying to figure out and be distracted by the tree and not you.
Hoping they're not that intelligent. Nat 20 plus 4.
All right. So, yep. They, that's a success.
It's the only one I'm gonna get
The tree is now on fire. So you have gotten them, at least temporarily, distracted by that.
Ooh, pretty colors.
So the tree is now on fire. All right, Leon.
What all do I see in the caves?
You see two big people.
Right.
You see a bone cage. Something is inside it.
Alright.
There is a large bonfire with an entire cow on a spit above it. Go ahead and give me a perception check if you're trying to discern what else is going on in the cave.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Kind of in the back, behind where these things are standing, it looks like a whole bunch of like leaves and grasses and stuff like that. Kind of like maybe bedding. Maybe, you know, how they made beds. That's in the back there. And you notice there is a crate back there. And maybe a bag or two hanging, like a sack or two here.
Alright. I think I'm going to try to move up to that bonfire and knock the, like one of the ends of the sticks down so that the roast falls into the fire.
Okay. You are going to try to do that. So
You're trying to ruin their dinner.
you're going to have to stealth up there.
It's better than us being their
What
dinner.
did these guys do to us? Yes.
Remember, you're still indivisible.
Unfortunate happenstance.
Wrong place, wrong time.
We're fully.
25.
Okay. You aren't noticed. However, now, that was the easy part. The hard part is the actual check.
Yeah.
You will need a strength athletics to attempt to knock this over somehow to get that cow to fall into the fire.
That's a flat roll for me. Pray for me, boys.
I believe in you, Leon.
Thoughts and prayers.
May the dice gods bless thee.
Using the heavier die for this one.
Await this decision.
That is an 18.
Oh, yes.
Okay. You manage to actually knock the stick and the cow into the fire. The cow wasn't really very alive to me.
Oh, you got a life
So
too.
that half of that stick is now in the fire with the cow, as managed to dislodge it, and so it disconnected. Pow! Fell in. So you now have 3 successes and 1 failure.
Hey, fuck off.
However,
Trying to be creative.
just know, by the end of this, how many successes and how many failures you have overall will determine exactly how successful you are. Okay? So right now, it looks like this round is going to you. But what exactly happens at the very end can only be determined by the total number of successes and failures. Okay, so, Hatch, what are you doing to help the cart move, or be silent, or whatever? What is your plan?
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals and let the horses know that we are trying very hard to not be seen right now, and that we could potentially be in danger if something were to go awry, and that we should probably hustle.
Okay. So expend your spell slot.
Yep. Still
And
is,
I'll say, give me animal handling with advantage because you use that spell.
first roll is a 21.
Okay, that's more than enough.
Second roll, not a 20.
Yeah, that is more than enough. You don't need it. So
Which was a 20.
the cart has made it to here. Okay, that is round 1. 3 more to go.
Ding ding.
Okay. Oh, I should say. I forgot. It's their turn.
Oh shit.
So,
Triple shit.
this one runs over to this tree.
You're not properly positioned.
Oh, I'll don't worry, I'll move it. I just have to get him going. So this one runs over to this tree and begins to try to put the tree out. This one over here runs over to the fire and grabs the cow out of the fire. Like, burn up my food type thing. You know what I don't like. If you could understand what they were saying.
Don't like it medium rare.
Okay? That's what they do. They are officially distracted at this point. So,
Might do just
again,
like grab
overall,
the
you have succeeded
flaming cow.
for that round. So, round 2. But before we get into round 2, I think it is actually time we took our first break. So, we're going to go ahead and take our break. So, we will be right back in just about 10 minutes. While we're gone, if you want to leave a super chat, we will be reading out any super chats after the break, and possibly in funny voices. And then after that, we'll get right back into it. So we'll see you guys in just about 10 minutes. Okay, and we are back. So we are now entering round 2 of this skill challenge. So let's change it up. Let's start on this side.
Oh shit.
You just did anything.
Yes, and now you get to do
I
it
had
again.
that whole 10 minutes and I didn't think of anything.
You're discussing.
That was
real life.
literally the only thing I think of to do. I guess I'll just keep talking over. So y'all come here often?
Alright, so you'll attempt it again?
I mean, probably not gonna tell them another thing right after that. Like they probably get the point. I guess I'll just stay quiet.
Okay, so I will need a stealth check.
Oh no! Since I'm not well,
It's still going to be disadvantage.
fuck. He wants me to fail. Oh, that's a 7.
That is indeed a failure. So as you're in the
Oh
back,
no, I'm sorry. It's a +2, 11,
it's
not -2.
still
Yeah,
is
I
a
figured.
failure. As you are attempting. Oh, let me just double check to make sure. Yeah. Yep. So as you are attempting to stay quiet in the back of this cart, it is jostling around as you are going over this rough terrain, and you kind of fall into the side of it, and
Fall
your
into
armor
our
makes a
china
nice
cabinet
big
that we have on the
clunk.
cart.
Yes.
It knocks all the dishes off.
Yep.
Why do we keep this?
Get the fuck out! Scream and run!
Leon,
Our
it is
stockpile
your
of
turn.
rubber chickens.
I want to move up to the bone cage and try to see what's inside.
Okay, I will definitely need a stealth check from you for that. And you had moved up to the fire, so up here. This is going to be very difficult due to your proximity.
20, not natural.
Okay.
Smells
So-
like elf flesh to me.
Meat's back on the menu.
As you begin, which way are you going to move around? Are you going around this way, or are you going around this way?
I'd imagine going behind the first one, so around the other way would be smarter, considering that's behind
Straight through the fire.
other way.
So around this other way.
Because they're both facing away from going that direction.
Well, they're actually facing right this way.
So that one's looking towards the tree, and that one's looking forward. So if I go in between both of them, then neither of them are facing me for the majority of the duration. They walking towards.
Okay. So as you get past here and walking between them, this one turns around with the cow and bumps its toes right into you.
Fun.
And then it Galumba Tunga! And that is a failure. Tomer, you are up.
The one that bumped into Leon, I'm gonna set his loincloth on fire.
So you're going to attempt to attack him with a firebolt?
Yeah, aiming at his clothes only.
Still gotta roll. You're still rolling to hit him, so
What
you
is
still
it?
gotta make a regular attack roll.
For an aimed strike, though, is that like a percentile?
No, they're huge. So I'm just gonna give it a straight regular attack roll.
18, I'm sorry, I can't do
18. All right, it hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
2d10. These are 10s. I can't see well. 12.
Okay. So
So now you've physically struck this.
So you have now struck one of these creatures with a firebolt.
It's okay, it came from the fire.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, guys, it wasn't me.
It was the flame from the fire.
Who's that? Adventure infestation.
As you strike it, and sure enough, it does cause a little bit of fire to appear on this thing's clothing.
Smacks his own nuts.
What?
What I'm imagining is Leon looking up, and then
And it kind of screams, which causes the other one to turn around. And that is a success because you did attack it and hit it, so you have successfully caught its butt on fire.
Yes! He ate a bag of flaming Cheetos.
Persephone, it is now your turn.
Distance from me to the camp is what?
To the which part of the camp?
Just any of it. Like how far away am I?
Well,
from?
this is the cart. Right
Okay,
there.
so way more than that. Okay, so,
Yeah,
so that one's not gonna work. So instead of that, I'm going to do message to Tomer.
Okay.
How we doing?
One of them is catching on fire. Leon's trying to see what's in the cave. Oh no, I don't know that. I don't know where Leon is.
I have true son.
We're out here metagaming.
I don't know where Leon is, but just keep moving on your end. They haven't noticed you guys.
Told I was given the A-OK.
Oh, okay, cool.
Now, are you doing anything else to assist?
The only thing I can think of is the same thing I did before, and it's not very exciting to do the exact same thing again.
Nope.
So, no. I'm just using my turn to communicate. That way we are in touch with what's going on, in the sense of we're aware of that surrounding, and whether or not our distraction is working.
All right, I will give you a straight D20 roll, 50-50 shot
I'll take it.
of success or failure.
18. 18.
That's another success.
Alright.
Don't fuck it up, Gold.
I would like to use my keen eyes. I've traveled on this cart quite some time. I can figure what's going to make more noise or more noise as I run it over than other things.
Okay.
And so I would like to try and make a perception check to make certain I'm on the optimal path of quietness.
Very well. Go ahead and roll it.
That is a 16.
That is just enough.
Success.
3 successes. Once again,
Huzzah!
you have succeeded. However, it is their turn.
Oh shit.
And now, even though you have succeeded, they are aware of the presence of at least one among them and something behind.
Among Us.
This one turns around and now sees you
Shit.
as you basically gave away your position. Clearly.
Don't.
Seeing you right there,
He's gonna chuck the cow.
he actually does throw the cow.
Wow, flaming cow.
Free meal.
At least it's not a flaming cock.
That is a 25 to hit.
Ooh.
My armor class is only 17. And I'm not in a high
Brass cow. A burning cow. Does that do fire damage?
It's not burning.
It's real fucking
it's
hot,
cooked.
though.
It's a cooked cow.
It's like cooking a 400-degree hamburger. It's
And-
It was like, well, if anyone picked it up, they picked
fairly
it up first,
fortunate.
so...
Only 17 points of bludgeoning damage as you
17?
get smacked by a cow, and the cooked meat of the cow kind of partly falls apart, which is why I didn't do
I
more.
don't want to increase my new armor just yet.
Oh, these guys are good chefs. They smoked that cow enough to fall apart. Oh.
Actually,
Oh.
I'm the chef
You're
here.
just like,
I dropped it into the fire.
I helped with the cooking
Now-
process.
You added that nice char.
That was one success on their part.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, shit. They have more successes to come.
The other one,
he's out of ammo,
Is-
though. He only had the one cow.
the other one turns and attempts to stomp right down in an area. It's not exactly sure what it's stomping at. Best you can tell is, the other one must have said something to it, and so it attempts to hit basically the space you are in, which is at disadvantage for that. And yeah, a 12 is not going to hit you at it.
Hey.
Leon's not dead.
Huzzah! This is just like when we got the challenge.
So that is a failure on its part.
Yay.
So we're basically now at 4 and 2 for that one, which means once again you have overall succeeded in being able to move the cart without them truly knowing what the hell is going on. So that is where you are going to end up. Okay, so the cart is right up there. And it is now into round 3. 2 rounds to go. So, starting on this side, once again.
Alright, I'm gonna do something a little controversial here, boys. Yeah, maybe not the brightest idea, but it sounds the funniest.
You're gonna park the wagon and come join.
No. I'm going to scream in Draconic towards these giants.
Okay.
I have a side question. If he's doing this, can I use my action to aid him with thaumaturgy to
I
make
was
his,
gonna say, you wanna-
voice louder?
You hear Draconic from a
I will
last
say, but
source.
you are sacrificing one success in order to make this a success.
I sacrifice a success, or I sacrifice my turn?
Basically, you're sacrificing your ability to get a success on your own.
Okay.
Okay?
Basically, in Draconic, I tell them to cower in their caves and hide, for my fire will burn them if they dare come near.
Okay.
And I would like to make that an intimidation.
It is an intimidation, and you have advantage because you are getting helped by the thaumaturgy.
Nat 20 for a
420?
22. The 2.
You're welcome.
It's a good thing you had advantage, because holy shit.
Yeah, that is a success. So you have won this round, and that was your assistance. Over.
They see me, right?
They see you.
Shit. To take less damage, I will go into hybrid form,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna firebolt the fucking through the cow egg. I'm a vegan! The plus 4, 12 plus 4, 16?
16.
You
That
got
will
a
hit.
plus 40 or fire.
No, because it's a spell
That'll hit.
attack.
Yeah, that's not his main thing, so he's better hitting with his weapon. but-
Yeah, it's only a plus. It doesn't have any extra damage. It's just
It's
2.
a
So,
proficiency plus
roll
probably
your
a
hit.
plus
Okay,
2
it's
to
proficient, that's right.
Yeah.
I was wondering how it
Another
was
plus
that high.
3 proficiency.
another 12. 2 6s.
Another 12. You got it.
And then that's it for me.
So that is another success. Are you going to move or anything like that?
Yes, I am.
Okay, where are you moving to?
I am moving to the left side behind those rocks. Other way.
You're gonna go this way.
Yeah, so I can lure them away from the wagon, which is going the opposite direction.
So you move
Don't forget
that
you need
way.
to get back to the wagon.
I can probably outrun them.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Their stride is a little bit longer than yours.
So that is your turn. So we have 2 successes now. Leon.
Alright, I'm gonna continue trying to get to the cage to see what's in it.
Okay. I'll need another stealth check.
Yep. What's in the cage?
That is a 29. I sure hope that's a success.
They
It's too high.
do not seem to know where you are. That is definitely a success in moving past them. And you are now near the cage.
What in there?
I need you to give me a nature check.
It is a young dragon.
That's a skill I'm totally amazing
Be creative.
Yeah, screaming draconic.
Don't necessarily. I mean, if you can't think of something to do with your skills or spells or anything like that, just be creative.
9.
9.
Oil slick. Oil.
You know what this is, but you don't know much about it, other than this is the most deformed-looking troll you have ever seen. It is weird. It is not. It doesn't look like it is a standard bipedal troll. It looks more like is same general features, but its arms are kind of twisted at odd angles, and it's kind of standing on all fours. And its head seems malformed and kind of wonky. As it's like,
Did they disable the control? They got a quadruped.
This sounds like some SCP shit. Alright, is there like a door on the cage or something?
there is right on the front.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay. That I'm gonna have to wait till your next round
Okay.
because you were taking your time to move up there and try to inspect what was going on.
Alright.
But you did get a success. You have 3 for the round.
I'm at a
Hatch.
loss of what to do. I got no spells that won't make things worse in my position. There's nothing I can do in terms of attacks. I've already hustled on the horses, so I don't have access to a whole lot that would be good in this situation.
Just think of something creative. Doesn't have to be any
Come on,
specific
boy.
skill.
I can't.
Oh, sorry.
We need
You
you
can't
more
turn
level
into a
for
bird.
that.
He's got one more. He needs one more.
Theoretically,
just
you
have
could
like
become
a-
a bird. if
Can't
you
be
never
anything
flip.
I can't turn into a bigger
Oh,
animal
okay.
that push the cart because it wouldn't make much sense with the horses in front. If anything, that'd make things worse. Turning one of the horses into something bigger to pull faster wouldn't work because there's more than one, and it'd be lopsided.
What about making yourself small?
What would that do?
That's the
Make you
Lighter, I guess. That
lighter
doesn't-
or smaller. Maybe you're not covered in metal, so you're not taking disadvantage on your stealth checks.
I'm not even moving. It shouldn't even
Yeah.
be.
Well, the cart's moving on rough terrain. Think about it. If you're standing in the bed of a pickup truck going over an old country road that had lots of potholes in it,
True.
you're going to be moving around. You're going to have to hang on, and if you're, not doing the greatest, you might bump into the side or fall on your butt. That's basically what
I
you're
have
kind
an
of
idea
doing.
that he can do, but I can't say.
Have you eaten yet?
Have you had your daily vitamins?
Do you want to take a
Pull out
nappy
some
nap?
rations and just.
You want to take a nappy nap?
Just, man, I'm just so
The
hungry
Hulkster
right
wants
now.
you to take your vitamins.
Is it just all rock floor, or is there any grass nearby the box?
Small grasses, moss, just
This is
fun
like
shit.
I'm getting out of the car. I guess I'll just turn into an ape. I'll just chill. And that way I don't have the armor hindering. me.
Giant ape or a regular ape?
Just a regular. This is
Okay.
polymorph.
Okay.
Just a good old challenge rating 1/2.
Okay. So,
Monkey.
I'm a
monkey.
monkey.
Return to monkey. Okay, so you have monkeyed. right.
Super out of character, but whatever. That's all I got.
And I'm going to give that an automatic success.
Hooray!
As you
We
didn't
love success.
really hinder anything. And in fact, you did solve an issue with the clanging of your armor. So that'll be a success. That is round 3. You have one more that is needed for the cart to get sufficient distance away. So you are now with the cart right about there. And it is now their turn. This one comes around.
Goodbye, Tomer.
Ah, shit.
To find you.
Triple shit.
And it says, it's time to smack you, as it takes its fist and goes whoom, whoom, and tries to smash you. 2 attacks coming your way.
I'm gonna throw a banana peel.
The first one definitely misses. But the second one makes up for it with a nat 20.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
It's a good thing I have my
Again, I
backup
got
character
you.
ready.
Next turn, I'm throwing a banana peel at it.
It would be a shame if
I got
this is
43.
the encounter you die.
I helped letting the party escape. That's a lot of damage. Well, I take half on physical damage.
Are you transformed?
Yeah.
You said you still have 43 health?
Yeah, and I take half whatever damage he's gonna do. That's why I went to hybrid form.
9.
And you're very lucky. I rolled on 6 d8s. I rolled 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 8.
Yes.
So you end up with 23 reduced to 11 because of your hybrid form. As he misses you with one fist, as he brings it down, the other one hits next to you. However, that one, as he brings it down, it shakes the ground. And I'm going to need a dexterity save.
This is where Tomer gets problems.
Not bad. 19?
Okay. So you managed to avoid the shrapnel from the rock that his fist smashed and broke into pieces, flying out as the ground around you shook. So you didn't take any damage from that, but he did smack you for 1 success on their side. The other one,
The draconic worked.
I tried, man. I tried to get him to back off.
the other one
They're scared
moves
of a dragon
over to
right
the
now.
cage, reaches down, opens it up, and goes, "Roll, roll, roll, arg!"
Oh, did he not end up opening it?
He couldn't yet.
It would have been on
okay.
his-
No, I got
This turn is
It's
when
their
you
deranged.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that wasn't their pet and that was some kind of captive and he didn't like them.
Nope.
No.
It is their fucking beast.
Fucking kill you.
He goes,
They just stuck their equivalent of like Donnie from Wild Thunder. Go get
and
him.
Smashing, darling.
this whole thing comes charging out and begins sniffing around.
Goodbye, Leon.
And it turns towards the area you are, and it's sniffing intently.
I need 2 banana peels
And it attempts to bite in the square that you're in.
Do I need to look at these dice?
2 nat 20s.
That's another nat 20.
He's invisible.
Is it disadvantage?
Yes, that's why I rolled 2. Yeah.
I was like, hey,
I was like,
hey, hey.
I was like,
I
hold up!
knew-
I just saw the 20 and I was just like,
Hold up now,
holy
my
fuck!
boy.
Number.
Too much dip in your chip.
Okay,
The lower
so
one's also nat 20.
no, it's not. It's not.
I'd be like, holy shit.
But
God tier.
that still might be enough. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So the bite does hit you.
After that concentration.
For a whopping 5 points of piercing damage.
Ooh. That's rough. The problem is,
Now you're infected.
I can make a con.
yeah, you're
saving
also
throw.
going to be quadruped after this.
You're turning into a
I
troll.
cannot make a con saving throw.
No. Oh no.
That's
So now you're
bad.
visible.
Oh no!
That's so unfortunate.
Oh no!
You are visible.
Oh no! No!
That
no,
is
no.
not good.
This is the encounter
This is-
ever.
And that is a definite success on their part, so they have 2. You guys did succeed this round. You did move, but they also got 2 successes this round. So, final round. This final round, Hatch.
What do we
Hatch
have in the
8.
cart? Do I have access to any bananas?
I don't know. Did you? There wasn't really any fruit.
I don't
This
have
was an
any
unforeseen
bananas.
circumstance of me needing to throw a banana peel at something.
There is stuff in the cart. It's there. I wouldn't say that you have any fruit because there wasn't really any fruit at Dawnfall.
We got carrots.
Yeah, there's carrot. You probably
No
have some
self-respecting rabbit person would ever throw their carrots.
You're an ape.
Yeah, but this one's wild shape. I still can retain my intelligence and thoughts. What is in the cart to throw? And what am I in throwing distance of anything?
Depends how
The
far
world
you
is
can
upside
throw.
down, so
No,
I'm kinda-
not. We're like 60 foot away minimum.
I'm a monkey. Monkeys can throw far.
You are 120 feet away from that one, and 90 feet away from this guy.
Throw your feces.
20 feet.
Throw your poo.
I don't imagine that you could throw that far, but I mean.
I have no idea they're even in danger.
Yeah, it was like, and I also want to specify, none of us, aside from me if I message them, even have any fucking clue they're in trouble. Last I knew
I
they
don't
were
know if
kind
these
of
things
fine.
are angry at us.
I will give all 3 of you in the cart a perception check to hear commotion.
No, they're
enough for-
fine, guys.
I got 12 plus 7, so 19.
You hear a lot of commotion. You hear wham, wham. You hear.
You know, they're fine.
I'm just blissfully driving down the road.
They're fine.
Country
I don't understand.
You start shaking the wagon. Come on!
Where the fuck does monkey come from?
Yeah, dude, the fucking enraged chimpanzee.
So what are you gonna do? You have this information.
I can't even communicate that now.
Use sign language.
I'm a smart shit.
I'm sorry, Percy doesn't speak sign language.
Jen speaks ASL. Percy does
How
not.
fast is the cart moving if I were to jump off and
You're
throw
moving.
something?
You're moving 30 feet around, which is 30 feet every 6
You got
seconds.
4 rounds to get. Or 2 feet an inch.
This is a lot. Wait, 2 full. I'm gonna try to convey what's going on to them in monkey.
Okay.
Just a
Convey.
Just the.
I think he's gonna go faster. He will beat us up if we don't go faster.
I'm gonna say for both of you, give me insight check. This is your you do a performance check. You do insight check.
Do I get to keep my charisma score on
Not on polymorph. I
on
don't.
polymorph?
No.
I know I get to keep wisdom and no, I think I do get to keep charisma.
Actually, you might be right. Logan, do you know that? Off the
Int,
top of your
wisdom,
head?
and charisma. I think I get to keep.
On polymorph? No, that's on your wild shape.
No, I'm sorry. I am wild shaped.
Okay, then yeah. You keep
Don't
your
worry.
mental stats.
Yeah, I didn't use the
General
polymorph.
general pretty well, so
Okay, so
just don't F up.
what is my
Sinkhole.
+1? You know, I'm gonna roll the. Please. Oh, that's not good. 6.
Okay,
5.
18.
18. Okay.
Wants to smash?
So between that, Persephone, you understand enough of the gesturing that he's doing to understand that something is happening over there. And you can hear now when he does that, because you kind of focus and look over there, and you can hear there's something going on, and because they are so damn big, you can see one of them. In fact, you've got kind of a line of sight. One of them you can see over here is now over near this cage, and you can actually see this weird troll creature over the top of the rocks. Like, you can see its head and shoulders. And the other one, you can also see that one, because it's so tall. It has moved away from the camp. You have a good general idea that, okay, something's going on. Whether you choose to relay that or
Leroy
not,
Jenkinson on my turn.
you don't know. You have no clue.
The Toma.
Driving around in my automobile.
Whose turn is it?
Well,
Okay.
I will allow you
So,
to just say
I'm
if
gonna
you're going to
ask
say anything.
a relevant question. Would I be able to message to get a feel of what's going on from the people down there and then react, or no?
You can message. You're within 120 of Leon
Yeah.
and Tomer.
My goal is to message Leon, but would I be able to also cast a spell if need be, or no?
Hey, how's it
Because
going?
I don't know how our
Static and
round
screaming.
situation.
I'll say yes. You can.
Okay.
I'm just expecting.
Hey Leon, I got a monkey over here making no sense. How we doing?
Things are not exactly.
Do we need aid?
Maybe Tomer does. I feel like I'll be fine.
All right, buckle up, and I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Okay. Where are you placing
So
it?
it is a 20-foot radius. So in the middle to ideally hit both of them if
You are
the
gonna
radius
attempt to hit
will
both
allow
of
it.
them.
Both of the giants.
Yeah. So if I hit in the middle,
No way.
20 feet out, is that
Nope,
doable?
that is
Not
a
even
20-foot
close.
Okay,
radius.
if it's not
You can get
doable-
one or the other.
All right. Well, then I will maybe not do Fireball if I can't hit both. I will instead of Fireball.
You're going to have to do something that you at least got 120-foot range
Oh
on,
no, I'm aware.
or move out of the car.
Ooh, I know.
I got
Twin fireball.
Ooh, actually, I can't.
You
twin
can't do that. It is not a
Fireball.
single target.
It's not a twin.
No, it's a single
Oh.
target.
This
It's
was
targeting
the
at that
one.
single area.
It's a large target.
I will.
Define target.
Let's do this. He said Tomer. I don't know where Tomer is, but I think it's a fair assumption. I know he was invisible and he was not. So fair to assume the one outside of the camp is probably the one with Tomer. So I'm gonna hit that one. Also, he's closer.
He is
So
closer.
I'm gonna Chaos Bolt him.
Okay.
It is let's do a level 3 Chaos Bolt.
Okay,
Why
so
the fuck not?
you aim a chaos bolt at
Actually, does
this
Chaos
one.
Bolt do anything if I cast it at a higher level?
Probably just more damage.
It is
No.
upcastable.
Where? My stupid. I don't have that written down. What is it? Oh, I did. Just kidding.
That's
Yep,
what
I
at
found
higher
it.
level.
No, an extra d6. I didn't look properly.
Yep.
I said at 3rd level.
Yep, so that actually would be 2 extra d6s.
Yep. So 1, 2 extra. So I'm gonna range spell. It's how many? It's plus 6. 7 plus 6 is 13.
Mhm.
Did a 13 hit?
A 13.
You just might.
That-
They're big boys.
They have armor. They're thick skin.
That does just hit.
Okay.
Say the giant ape only has 12.
So I get to roll a bunch of stuff. I will make this one the type. A 2 is cold damage. I hit him for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cold damage. And I did not roll the same number to make them.
So 16 cold damage.
I think that's what I said.
8 and 15.
And then
ass was on fire, and now it is too cold.
They do need
Turn him into Andre 3000. That's cool.
Okay. So,
ice cold. That's what's cool.
I'm going to count that as a success for you
Hooray!
and a success for you.
Oh,
So you have gotten 2 now for this round, and you have 3 people left. Leon, what are you
Business
doing?
as usual.
I'm gonna look at the troll,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just kind of shyly wave, with a bright smile,
Oh, hero.
cast greater invisibility on myself, and get the fuck out.
Okay. So you cast Greater Invis?
Yep.
Okay, and I will need a stealth check.
Okey-dokey.
Just sniffing you out right behind you.
Go get him, boy.
I can't tell if that's a 1 or a 19 on the blue.
Shout out to
What
19.
number is supposed to be up on this dice?
Any other D20.
Looks like it's an angle.
Oh, yeah.
Is it cocked or is it just a bad roll?
That's cocked, but it looks like a 19 is on the top. It could
Because
just.
it's a 1 right there and the other whatever.
It looks like
Just re-roll it.
Now, hand it.
If I hand it, it's gonna move.
If it's caught, just re-roll. If we can't
Okay.
instinctively
Okay.
find out.
Well, hold on.
He's already coming
Let the
over.
DM come and check. 'cause
DM discretion. We
to
can't
me, it looks like a
read.
19, but it could be just how the mat is cocked. It's up to you.
It's just the angle. The angle it's pointing at
That's
you.
cocked. Clearly cocked.
It's weird because this die does that.
Yeah, it could be the design on the
It is.
Alright, yep, I'll take the 25.
You will? Really?
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm gonna
wouldn't
take
have
the
thought
nat
so.
1 just to get clapped.
Okay, so. Where are you moving?
Towards the cart.
Anywhere but here.
Anywhere but here. Alright, so Leon. You have cast your spell and you're using your movement, so you get to right about there as Mr. Greater Invisibility. That is a success.
Run.
You're at 3. Tomer.
If I run, I get swung.
Not if you disengage.
Climb up the hill. Certainly they can't climb.
Boy,
Yeah,
those
sure.
giants are afraid of mountains.
Yeah, these mountain giants are really afraid of the mountain.
Fuck it. Disengage and then I'm booking it. Using all my speed.
Okay. So, you. What's your movement?
40.
Okay,
I
so
don't know
you
if
use
that
your
change-
action to disengage.
I don't know if that changes with I don't think it does.
Okay, and so then you're using your action to disengage, so you're then you move. So that will put you right there.
You said your movement's 40, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you used your action to disengage so you couldn't get hit, which allowed you to move around him and your movement speed to here.
I can't do much more.
You do have bonus action if you would like to use it.
Bonus action cry.
Bonus action move more?
Dude, if you had missed
If you were a
stuff,
rogue.
that'd be so
Bonus action, put down a smoke bomb that you got. I have to play it. It may fuck you two both, but
I was planning to
It's a
fully cast
sacrifice.
fireball in there without knowing where they were.
Surprised you haven't casted darkness yet.
You do
What,
have
what
potions,
exactly
right?
do for me?
She has them.
you could have
Obscure
armored
us.
them.
I gave her the.
You don't have
We
a
used
obscure
we used
them.
some of them during the fight.
You don't have
It
a single
doesn't-
one on.
It
It's
doesn't,
never stopped you before.
it doesn't move.
Can I? You can't do cantrips
neither
as
does
a
that
bonus
can.
action, can you?
If the cantrip is a bonus action to cast,
Well, because it's also
No, it's
daytime,
one
so I
action.
don't think it was really gonna.
It's
That's
magical
one
dark.
action.
Yeah, but it's
You've got a
it's
whole
only in-
tab for bonus actions.
Yeah, I got nothing, bud. Unless I can move more, but I can't do shit.
Bonus action Crimson Right, there you go.
Fuck it.
Bonus action cry.
Listen, I'll just hurt myself more to make it easy for them to kill me. That's a 6.
oh jeez.
So why are
Tell
you
me
crimson
why.
right?
I was joking.
I think the goal is to not fight them directly.
Well, if I gotta do what I gotta do.
Good
I
luck.
ain't got much room to go in, man.
You're outside of banana peel throwing.
I'm trying to get into
Sure.
poop throwing area.
I'm gonna throw something even better than bananas.
All right,
That's
so
impossible.
That's it.
You bite your tongue.
I'm going to make a ruling on that. You're not going to like it. I'm going to say that is a failure because you helped them get you closer to death.
Congratulations, you did it.
Gold.
You're done. A backup character
The
ready to
long-awaited
go.
time for Gold to do this has come. Gold's throwing caltrops.
100. You're throwing them 95 feet.
I can throw them up to 60.
Where are you throwing them?
I am going to throw them in between the passage of rocks.
Which-
Up there.
Up here?
Yep, right there.
Okay, so
I'm
we are
going
going
to
to have
lob
Caltrops.
Hope you weren't
caltrops.
planning on regrouping with us.
That's fine. I got a backup
Just
character.
use your jump action. Not trying to kill you, I swear.
This is like the equivalent.
I
of,
still don't know you're in trouble. That message
I
was
know.
never conveyed.
Yes, it was. I said they
Yes, she
need
did.
some
Didn't you
help,
hear
Oh.
the crazed monkey sounds?
and then I said they could use some assistance, and
Yeah,
I
that's
cast
pretty much
a
a
spell
direct
in that
translation
direction.
into they're getting fucked.
Thanks,
You
They're
Cap.
getting fucked
You
by a
could've
dong the
just,
size
you
of their
could've just pointed
body.
and gone.
It's alright, it's only a D4 if you passed it.
And putting some rocks and a whole
There's
bunch
no
of
time
these
for this.
maces with their heads. 'Cause
I like the flavor of it. I just take a fucking bundle of maces and throw it.
There you go.
Solid.
So there's
More
Caltrops.
morning stars and throw them on the ground.
Buttersock. That's amazing.
Alright, so that is what you do.
Yep, that is my
Okay.
action.
I'm going to call that a success because you've hindered them in chasing you.
And my ally.
And your own ally.
They
But
can't.
you've hindered
They
the...
can't be led back to the cart if they never make it to the
Now,
cart.
that is...
I don't gotta worry about their survival if I in fact
That
ensure
is
it
the
doesn't.
30 feet needed. The cart is now a fair enough distance away through the rougher terrain and now heading downhill such that if you wished it, the cart and the passengers in it could easily escape. It is, however, now their turn. On their turn, this one turns around and... Yeah, I'll get there. I have to... I'm moving multiple
So it's
screens.
where I am not comfortable with like any part of how this plan
Jason.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, but in my werewolf form, I get 10 extra feet.
Ah.
It's better than nothing.
Dude can move 40, so...
I can move 50.
Yeah, but you had to go around him, and he's 15 foot.
God damn it.
Even if you went right through him,
You get
it's still
bumped up to
15
50
feet
move
to get to
speed?
either
You
side.
sure?
I get plus 10 when I'm in. It's
And
called.
You're,
It's
you're
called.
casually 40.
It's called.
That seems awfully fast.
Well, how are
You
you?
haven't seen
It's
him
called
before.
Stalker
Well,
Prowess.
That's not a monk though.
I know.
No, it's called Stalker Prowess. Your speed is increased by 10, and you add 10 for your long jump distance and 3 feet for your height.
Well, yeah, but your
distance.
normal speed is 40.
Yeah.
For what?
Well, I feel like the locking riders automatically calculated here and there, so it's probably.
We'll figure that out.
We'll figure that out later. Either way, I might have a new character in the backup anyway
Alright.
if I get clapped.
So,
I don't think you're gonna clap that.
26 health.
it reaches
Take
down
damage.
and does a 21 hit.
Yeah, no, that's too fucking high.
Smack his nuts.
It grabs you.
Oh.
That's a straight joke.
Not until your turn.
God damn it.
You are grappled and restrained within its grip, and it looks at you and it says, in common, little person. And it looks over at its other friend. Perhaps more food for Grell. Other one looks back at it and says, Foom want food too,
Oh shit.
but Grell want food. No more moothing.
Let's hear a fucking druid.
Bite his fingers.
That's what it says.
Go for the jugular.
It's too late to apologize.
Perception from you three. Hearing.
Caw, caw.
It is kind of high.
16.
Okay.
19.
I was gonna ask
Okay,
if I
you
could
all-
see this.
You all see, if you're looking that way, you all see Tomer get picked up. But you also hear, because it's speaking loud enough, it's a little quieter because of the distance, but it's speaking loud enough. You hear it, and it speaks in common. And it says that, and then it looks at you, Tomer, and it says, "Are you tasty?"
Lie to him. Lie to him.
No.
I'm bristly.
I'm all bone. I'm screwed.
Why so much hair?
I forgot to shave.
Let me be me.
The other one now moves up this way.
Double shit.
Give me a dexterity save, Leon, as this thing walks right through where you are.
Scream and run. Let's get him up.
That is going to be a 24.
Okay, so you manage to kind of just dip out of the way without it noticing. This one moves up this way.
Now I got fucking two.
I like the little touch that this ground shakes whenever you move its character.
He's dying.
And it says,
I'm dying next.
and it says,
Chomped.
"We cut off hair or burn off hair."
Shit, you're getting shaved.
Grell not know. Don't like hairy things. Then foom eat. You think foom should eat you, yes?
No.
And then, while that happens, this strange troll creature kind of skitters over top and is on the rocks, and it is just kind of looking down, drooling.
This is so unfortunate.
So now, we are out of the skill challenge. You have successfully passed the skill challenge.
Our buckets!
Once again, the three of you can make a clean getaway. You
Bye-bye,
currently
guys,
have one
fun.
party member within the grasp of this
Save Leo.
large creature,
Run.
and one that you don't know the whereabouts of.
How far apart are they from each other?
If you're asking for fireball, yes,
Yeah.
they are within range.
They are fireballable.
You
Well,
could
if
get
I hit,
all.
if I hit the middle one, can I hit all three?
If you
Probably
hit one of
not.
them, you hit Tomer. Remember that.
Well,
I'd rather burn in
That's
fire.
Fire
sacrifice.
likely also hit.
I'm
Yeah,
willing
you
to
would-
make.
You could get two max.
Okay.
Your choice of which two.
Just burn the two.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have to.
Tomer's not at
with-
fireball survival health.
That's something I don't know.
In his hands, could she maneuver the fireball where it doesn't burn Tomer?
It just curves around.
I mean, in theory, he is holding him up like this.
Come on, do it. Kill
Yes,
me.
Scorches everything except
It's
the
a
arm.
20-foot diameter,
Yes.
or 20-foot radius,
Yes.
and these things are 15 feet tall.
And he's
So-
holding the man up.
Yeah, but that means, like, if you look here, technically, if he's holding him probably like this, which where would his arms be? Right out in front, right in the bubble type thing.
Alright, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
You are!
I have no reason to
Why?
know where
Why
his
are you-
health is.
You're going to
But you don't fireball your friends.
You
Do it. Pull the pin.
you don't not fireball when they're close enough to do it, though, guys.
But there's friendlies.
What are you doing?
Shit's gonna have to get
Time, time's ticking by right now.
Just do it.
I'm making poor decisions. This is what I'm doing.
That's
Hold
what
on,
you
hold on.
always
I
do.
have an idea. No,
Sad chimpanzee noises.
no, I have an idea. I'm going to make my way
Making your way
towards Tomer.
with the cart or just you?
Just myself. I'm getting out.
Well,
I'm not going to be quiet. I want to come out from behind the rocks.
are we free now then? Are we?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're
Okay,
free to move
because
right.
I'm just gonna jump out as well. I'm beeline for a.
Okay.
I'm staying at the
Go on.
cart.
I'm going to have a way where I might be able to save Tomer.
So here
I need
is.
you to be able to run if
I'm
Leon
moving
makes
you
it to me.
all three
We
of
still
you in the
can't
cart
see
to
him
where
either.
the cart would would end up being. So you three are
Yeah.
right here.
In the cart.
Yep, that is where the cart is. That is where you're at.
This
I
is
haven't
risky.
really used fire.
I'm looking
Oh,
at
I
you
really
eagerly
want
as a
to.
monkey.
So here, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay. For the purposes of knowing what happens first, you have two choices. One, you can all figure out a plan and who goes first. Right now, I will give you about 10 seconds to decide if that's what you want to do.
I will go last. That's all I
If
know.
not, then we'll roll for initiative to see whose actions go
Probably
off.
just gonna roll for initiative.
Yeah, I think initiative will probably be.
My plan, I go first to get within 5 feet of Tomer, etherealize both of us. We are no longer in existence and run.
Etherealize another person?
I can.
That
One
sounds like a
other
pretty good
person.
idea. That sounds like
We
a
would
good idea to
escape
me.
the veil of existence and be able to go anywhere we want.
So
for-
stay at the wagon.
That's better than literally anything I could do. So yeah, that's if you can do that, absolutely do it.
I repeat, I go last.
I go first, I'm going to do that.
So is that the plan?
Yep, that's fine with me.
Okay.
At this point, I can't do anything anyway.
Hopefully Logan can make his way to the cart invisibly. I think it's doable.
Okay, so
Because I'm going to be loud and obnoxious by doing this.
Leon, what are you gonna do? Since you are kind of all the way over here, invisibles.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Looking.
Just trying to find the part of the ethereal list where it says do that.
I think that's part of his ability.
Yeah, because it says, like, as far as the spell is concerned, if I cast it over a higher spell slot, I can pull up to 3 other willing creatures in with me for each spell level above it. But for the ability, I can pull 1 willing creature in.
And you get it, what, like once a day?
Once per long rest.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get the full 8 hours. It's up to, like, 10 minutes or some obnoxious amount of time. But that's not necessary here.
That's really good.
Well-
It's just to move it is all that's going to happen.
It's the ethereal step. You can cast the etherealness spell without expending a spell slot. The spell ends at the end of the current turn. Once used this feature, you can long rest.
So you have 6 seconds of it.
I don't see where it says you can do that.
I'll tell where I can run.
I
Hey.
did read that wrong.
But you know what? You can always try. I'm gonna let you try. We'll see what happens.
Tell her how to get ready. Come on, let me
Look,
go.
it's either a try or
Or a buy
not.
timer.
Because
We're gonna see what happens.
I'm gonna finish the sentence for one time, right? If it doesn't work, Homer likely dies. So I'm not hinging me running away on a maybe. Because I was planning on saying fuck it and backing them up now that I really don't have a choice. I mean, like I like the ethereal, blah, blah, blah. I like the plan, but if it isn't 100%, then I'm probably not gonna commit to it. You can do your thing. I'm gonna stab the giant.
You probably wouldn't have heard of that.
Yeah, for what it's
Yeah.
worth,
You'd have
technically.
no idea
Technically,
what I'm
that's
doing.
one reason why I asked you what you were doing.
Which is said.
Well, you would have been able to react before I even make my way over there, so
Alright.
your thing would
Which is-
still happen.
Which is
first.
what I was gonna do. I wanted to know what you were thinking.
All right.
Okay? Because gold. So are you?
I would
your
still
movement.
Be, I would still be moving forward,
So movement.
closer to the bottom of the.
Well,
rock.
that's movement.
Yes.
You still have action and bonus action.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't be acting anything yet.
Okay.
But I wouldn't have headed up towards my caltrops. I would have stayed lower to get closer to Tomer rather than getting towards the other guy like that.
Okay. So that's you going. Okay. Leon.
Yep.
What you do?
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast 3rd level healing word on Tomer, and I'm just gonna say, you couldn't just let the sneaky guy be sneaky, huh? I'm going to get total of 10 HP back, and I'm going to move up and use my action to stab in the Achilles tendon, the one that is holding Tomer.
So you're able to cover just enough to get you right behind it here.
Alright. So, actions, that is going to be 24. I'm going to assume that hits.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Wait, no, 25.
That hits less. No.
I'm also going to expend a use of Bardic Inspiration. We already know how that works. Alright, so that's going to be 17 points of piercing damage, and then my armor class is 24
Okay.
until the start of my next turn.
And you're still invisible.
And I'm still invisible, so I go for my next attack.
Okay. How much did you do damage?
17.
17 hits.
Invisible after attack?
Greater invisibility.
Dirty 20 to
That
hit.
hits.
And he is going to take 10 points more of piercing.
Okay.
I have the most invisible, unsatisfied expression on my face right now.
Okay. As you do
I
that,
don't want you to die, though. So
you stab it quickly twice with your rapier, and it shouts out, "Rah! Rah! How you sharp thing growl!"
I don't know.
he's just gonna
You hear
smush
the-
him and define
The other one. Growl dumb. Shut up, Foom!
Can I look at him and be like, you gonna let him laugh at you like that? You gonna take that?
Patch, what are you doing?
I
Throwing shit.
actually may drop the monkey for him.
Oh yeah, that's right. You are monkey right now.
Monkey.
Yeah, I'm gonna run towards Tomer and drop that and cast a jump on myself.
Okay. Is that a bonus action or an action to cast you?
Pretty sure it's an action.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
So you're dropping polymorph, you're moving, and then casting jump.
on myself
Yep.
just to have that on and ready.
Okay. So yep, that is.
How close am I now?
Uh,
I can't do much, but
Yeah,
just
you are 30 feet closer. Because unless your movement is more than 30, it's
I don't
30.
think
So no. Yeah, so you are 30 feet closer than you were. You're basically right up next to Gold.
How far am I from?
You guys are direct line because he's up in the air about 80 feet. If he was on the ground, it'd be about 60. But considering obstacles to go around, it's more like 70 feet to the ground, and then so you're about 90 feet away from Tomer if you ran straight up.
Well, I guess that's it. Pass.
Okay. So that's you. Persephone.
In terms of spells I have that can go under 90 feet. I'm left with two options. This one seems like a better option. Alright. I'm gonna Chaos Bolt him.
Again. Okay.
And I'm actually gonna upcast it and I'm going to twin it.
Ooh.
So if I do I have to upcast both of them? How does
Yes.
that? Okay, so I spend 2 spell
Oh,
slots.
just one spell slot.
It's one spell slot,
One-
but,
okay.
but it's the same level that you
Okay.
cast it at.
Fucking level 4 this shit. Upcasting it will cost me. Well, because I'm casting it at level 4, I think upcasting it actually turns it into a level 3 spell. Right?
What?
No.
You're
How
casting a level 4 spell, then you're using a sorcery point to 20.
Yeah, that's it. The only thing that changes is
Oh.
the damage.
That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Basically, think of it as you're
But-
casting
okay.
2 level 4s, but
Okay.
you only spend 1 spell slot.
Well,
and
the
you do
spell
spend...
point of how much it is depends on the level of the spell.
Right.
Yeah.
So it cost me 4 because it's a level 4 that I'm using. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
4 sorcery points.
Okay. Alright. Level 4 this bitch. It's a ranged spell attack, which is a +6, I think it was. Yep, +6. A 19 to hit.
That hits. What about
And
the second one?
Twin will. The first one will be the one on Torment. The second one will be the other dude. Because
Okay.
I can't pick the same dude.
That's correct.
The second one is going to be a 11.
That misses.
Cool. So I get 2 of these. 1 of these. I have casted it 3 times, which is this many. So I get this many dice. The solid one will be the damage. 7, which is going to make it psychic damage. So,
There we go. Bam. So psychic damage.
24.
24. Ouch.
You gotta rip that headache.
Okay. So, you smack it with the psychic damage. Tomer, you are in this thing's fist.
Yeah.
It is
Thumb.
pissed off.
Eat his thumb.
It looks at the other one. It's just been stabbed, yells. That other one's laughing at it. All of a sudden, you see it grab its head.
This is fucking splitting
Nose
headache.
starts bleeding. Ears start to goes, ah! You mean! Throws you at the other one.
Has Tomer gotten the strength saving throw? before?
No.
No, he's right after this.
I am a projectile weapon.
You end up hitting the other one as a projectile weapon.
Nice.
You will take the damage.
Yeah. You take 6, reduced to 3 points of damage, as the other one takes 6 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, from the Tomer.
Cool.
And then you fall to the ground.
Yep.
And take a whopping 3 reduced to 1 point from falling. You are now on the ground at the feet of this other one, and it is actually just laughing up a storm. You are now right there,
I think we're winning.
and the troll runs over this way towards Gold and Patch as it sees, or rather smells, potential food. And odd or even? Gold.
Odd.
That's vile.
It is even.
The one time I don't get to pick odd, and
And
I always pick
Did I
odd.
do nothing
same
for my
here.
turn?
I don't know.
so
Ask-
you're about to
ask
get a
him.
turn.
Okay.
Alright, so Patch.
Yes.
This thing attempts to bite you,
That's rude.
misses,
Aha!
but hits you with 2 claw attacks.
Oh shit.
Once again, rude.
Ah, there you go. For a total, and they are exactly the same,
I assume
20
past
points,
18.
10 points each.
Holy shit.
As 2 claws rake through you.
Run.
Tomer, you are now up.
Free action, I'm just gonna say run. And I am booking it. Is there a passage between those two rocks?
Yeah.
Which
They're just
ones?
full of caltrop.
Yeah,
Not
this-
that one, the other one on the other side. Is that
Over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get through there.
I'm
You
gonna
can run around through here, but you're gonna have to run past this guy.
fuck it, I'll take my chances through the caltrops and I'll use action, bonus action to make it 80 feet.
Action and bonus action. Okay, so first off, do you have a DC on your caltrops or anything that it came with, or nothing? Did I give you any stats on that?
I don't think you gave me a DC. I think it's just any feature that crashes
I'll-
through there takes a D4 damage.
I'm going to give you a dexterity save to run through those.
Yeah, caltrops are just an item.
16?
It's not like a...
Okay. Yeah, you actually see them and manage to kind of pick your path. And
It does have a DC.
Okay, what is it?
DC 15.
Okay, yeah, which you
I
made.
got 16.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna scream at everybody, run in a general.
So you move and then action to dash.
After I yelled
So-
move.
So you actually, from where you were almost right up to the cart. However, you did take an attack of opportunity from that one guy. This is right there. That's cocked, which is good for you because I'm high. Does a 19 still hit?
By 1 point.
I got a high to hit you. As he attempts to slam down on you with his fists. Ouch. That's gonna hurt.
Sure it is.
28 reduced to 14.
Ouch.
He's still alive.
Okay.
So am I.
As you manage to get that far away, and that is that turn. Okay. Now, once again, we're gonna let you all decide. And now you are no longer, because you were restrained last time. That's why you went last. But now you can all decide who goes first.
I
yelled at everybody to run.
I know what I would like to do is hop in the front, and then when everybody gets in, hiya with the horsies. So I don't know if that's like a prepared action.
I think you should
whatever.
go first then. Maybe you're gonna be in the front with the wagon.
Yeah, but then I'm not gonna actually go until they're
You're
here. So
you're
yeah.
holding your action to hiya the horses. Got it.
Leon is the one that's gonna have to make it the farthest. But he can just disappear and get away.
I casted jump on myself so I can just disappear from this very soon.
And you can just go ethereal.
Or Misty Step.
Or Misty Step.
I got
That's perfectly fine.
I will go first.
So you have to be the one person to get fucking caught by this thing.
Hey!
Second.
Hey, so we went first.
I'll go
You're
second. Do you want to go second?
He said second.
Yeah, go second. And
I'm
then
gonna
I'll go
stab
third.
the bitch in the foot.
You're gonna do that again?
Yep. Or, yeah, I'm just gonna do that hits. If it's above a 20,
Yeah,
don't bother.
that definitely hits.
Alright, I'm using another bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Feeling inspired.
Hey, Gabe, what's up?
Hey,
Jabril?
Gabriel Matos.
Gabe!
You just
So,
he's gonna get doxxed.
that's 17 points, and my armor class is 23 until the start of my next turn. Said roll for it. Second attack is going to be a 17. I'm assuming that also hits.
Yeah.
You can
They
do
both
jump
hit. So
attacks.
what was the damage on that first attack? Sorry, I was
17.
distracted. On the damage for the first attack?
And
Your
with-
first attack. Well, show me what you got.
Okay, so
They're not that.
You mean they're not that? He had a lot of hit
Yeah,
points.
we've been hitting them.
I suppose I'll be accurate to what's actually going on. You hear cling, clang, clang, and the guy falls over because you don't see shit.
And then I disappear.
Then disappeared.
Just eat shit.
Eat shit.
You spin.
Ride round, baby, ride round. Like a river, baby, round, round.
Nice. And
So
he's floating, of course.
I did roll a 17 on that second attack. Do I have enough movement to get to the other guy?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
You get right up.
Because I would
to
have
there.
40
Stab him
movement
in the
speed after
testicles.
Yeah,
attacking.
you've got. So yeah, you hit him.
Alright, and you did hear the part where I have 23 AC and it'll start my next turn?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just wanna make sure.
You don't have to worry about that. There was nobody there to attack of
Stab him in
opportunity.
the
Anyway.
testes.
They can't see me.
Well, I mean, no, they can still try. It's
No.
just disadvantage.
And that's not how opportunity attacks work.
No, I was
You
talking
can
for
make
regular attacks. They
An
can still
opportunity
attack.
attack. Okay, well, then why did you say opportunity?
You know what I mean.
Alright,
Goofball.
12.
Nope.
You miss.
No.
Oh wait, no, that was damage.
Oh, I thought
That's right, because you rolled a 17.
Uh,
Specify, damn it.
So I stab him in the heel as well, and then I shout.
At which point he goes, ah! Oh! There is sharp!
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a line here. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Behold at my terror! You who doth feel mine blade in your heel of the invisible bane! Witness thine ally who hath fallen to the ground in great turmoil and death! Doth ye flee?
You know what? I'm gonna give you an intimidation roll for free because that was fun.
That may have been a little highbrow for their dialect.
Yeah, but
It
still, it
scares
was
them.
interesting.
Big words scare them. Okay, come on. That was gonna be a 16.
Oh. Yeah, you don't got the greatest insight. Okay, who's next? That was 1 and 2. You got 3, 4, and 5.
I'm hopping in the cart.
You're hopping in the cart. Okay.
Please just.
Are we fighting?
So
No,
Shover
we're not
hops
fighting.
in the cart.
I'm fighting.
I'll go next, sure. I will Misty Step into the cart as my bonus action.
Wait, how close is the cart?
The cart is
30
right
feet
there.
away
It's
Yeah.
from
only
you?
feet
30
away
feet.
from the troll.
It's like 30 feet from the troll.
There's a reason I'm ready to hi-ya the horses.
Main action, I'm going to shoot the
Troll?
not the troll,
Not the thing.
The
closest
big guy?
to us.
no, because all it's gonna do is piss him off more. I'm gonna shoot the big motherfucker.
Okay.
Roll 2 attacks. Yeah, both of those are gonna hit. That's a 25.
Yeah. Yep, those hit.
Nice.
Do you want damage combined or separate?
It's all the same.
Okay.
They have no resistances or anything. So
They don't.
So that is 16 piercing damage.
16 total. Okay. Ow! Who's next? Just Patch, right?
I'm going to bonus action rabbit hop straight into that cart. I assume it's within 45 feet.
Yeah. Yep. Now, he was right up on you. So I'm
That
gonna-
does not incur attacks of opportunity, luckily.
Ah, very nice. Nice. So you have done that. You are there. Anything else you're going to do for your actions or whatever?
I will cast lightning.
Okay.
Lightning bolt, or call lightning. That's
You're going
it.
to do Call Lightning. Okay.
The cloud is just going to be covering that whole general area. They're not within. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'm almost certain they're not within that range of one bolt hitting them. I'm going to drop one on the big guy. I just saw gold
Get
strike.
the arrows.
Actually,
I
you know
don't
what?
see
Fuck
Call
the troll.
Lightning on your
He just
spell
hit
list.
me. I'm angry about that. I'm zapping this guy with lightning. The troll that just hit us.
Okay. I don't see Call Lightning on your spell list. Unless you changed it.
I
Changed it out recently.
the last time
Oh,
I
okay.
traded out call plant after we got to the dwarf, I just had it updated.
Ah, I see. That makes sense.
I didn't figure I was
Right,
going to
I was just using that so I could look at it. But
summon
it wasn't
plants
there.
in the
Yep, there it
mines.
is.
So
Now I got it. Okay. Awesome. Yep. So you are going to use that to smack the troll.
yes, I'm going to
Okay.
drop that on him.
Drop that on El Trolio.
15 dex.
That is a fail.
Destruction.
Remember,
8. He takes 8 points of lightning damage.
8 points of lightning
Not
damage.
even one full hit dice of one of its 3.
he got one prong in electrical socket.
Okay. Okay. So that is
Hi-ya.
all of your turns. Yours goes off because you were holding it for everyone. Are you holding it until Leon gets there, or
He's
no?
invisible. For all I know, he's already in
Okay. So now the cart goes barreling
How?
away.
You have
You four in the cart with the horses in tow and moving away you do notice after that lightning bolt hit the troll on the enemy's go around, you see that scar that the lightning bolt left across just kind of closes.
That's gross.
I learned.
And this guy right here goes, "Grilled dead! Sharps now on me! No like sharps! No like sharps!" And he bolts and yells, "Arg! Arg, come! Arg!"
I should get an opportunity attack for
You
that,
do.
right? Yes. Good.
The sharp will follow.
The sharp will always follow! That is... Yeah, that's a 27. That hits.
That hits.
Lucky red die. Roll an 8. Nope, roll a 2. It's going to be 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah. Oh! It's not happy. It's not liking this. You definitely succeeded on intimidating and damaging it, and with everything that was thrown at these things, yeah, you killed one. He's bolting.
I'm curious. Did
This-
he happen to step into my caltrops at all by trying
No,
to
he
run
was-
around the shark?
He was not close enough to the caltrops.
I have half a mind to chase him down because
The
I have some
troll-
steam to blow.
The troll moves and uses action to move as it hears its name, Arg, called. And these two are bolting.
I would now like to message Leon. Are you here?
I will be shortly.
You are technically out of combat, out of the encounter, unless you wish to pursue the enemy. You may take your time and your leisure to get back together.
Give me a moment. I need to roll a D100.
I will say, for what it's worth, he never once told me to stop. I'm not going to
Don't stop.
full speed, but I'm not stopping. I'm just continuing at a leisure pace at the moment.
The D100 has been merciful today, so we're not going to pursue.
Okay.
Rather, I'm not going to pursue.
Being as where you're at, Leon, I'm going to give you.
I was going to look in the cave.
Okay, I was going to give you a perception check, but if you're already going to look in the cave,
Yeah.
I was going to give you that because you did go in there and you are still in that general vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you still like some bags or something, right?
So
Yeah.
if you want to go in and check it out,
Alright.
you see that there is a crate in there. And in that crate,
Some more elk.
It's another troll.
in
Or
that,
a little
Ooh, is that
box.
you?
in that crate, you find a
Oh,
whole
it's his
bunch of bones,
Yeah.
bones and refuse and nastiness, mold, and all that kind of stuff. You also find two relatively large sacks with a whole bunch of junks and knickknacks in them. But in this one right here, as you're kind of looking through, you do catch the glint of some something shiny, and you kind of dig through more, and they're kind of covered in nastiness.
I'm
But
like
there's-
covered in invisible blood right
Yeah,
now.
but
I do
there's-
not care.
But there is some gold in there,
Mhm.
and you think you see some platinum.
Okay. How much?
All right, so you're gonna dig through and pull it all out and
Yeah.
count it out.
Give me the Constitution save, baby.
Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah, I mean, it's nasty, but you
But
You
you're
guys
a
have
gross
been
boy,
starting
so
to
it's
deal
fine.
with enough nastiness in the past, month or so of your
I
lives.
got prestidigitation. I'm
Yeah.
fine.
But you come out with what you think is probably, in total, about 450 gold worth. It's, and it's a kind of a mix of platinum gold and some silver.
I'll
in
just
there.
add gold. to my-
Yeah, just add it as gold. But about 450 gold in there. Additionally, you do see in there. Let me just check this. I guess I'll have to do it this way real quick.
Control F while you search for the homes.
Yep, I already got it. You find a relatively decent-sized diamond.
Worth approximately 300 gold.
Somewhere thereabouts.
Revivify.
Alright, so
Hooray!
what I
Second chance.
add,
One up.
Add 450 gold, and then just like in the notes, put
Big
Dime-
ass diamond.
put diamond
300.
needs appraisal.
Diamond need appraise these.
Sorry, this diamond's only worth 299 gold. It's not going to work for your friend.
Shit.
That's okay because the actual thing says diamonds
I
worth
know.
300. So you just
I-
go get a 1 gold diamond.
I
and-
take like a piece of tape and a gold coin, and I just
What's tape?
Gum.
Something is
Tar
wrong.
paper.
Okay. That's all you really find in there.
that is plenty enough for me.
Except for one of
Don't.
D's.
That's all you
them.
find.
At the
Eggs.
bottom of the bag,
Yeah.
Find another bag.
find about that big of a piece of the wood. Just take it away.
Got a rope, baby. I'm gonna make me some stove.
That's why that one guy was so deformed.
Maybe.
Maybe he ate a piece of the root and became like that.
I think he's just a troll. Trolls are just ugly.
Piece
He was just ugly. Just don't be mean.
Yeah, that's all you find in the crates in the bags.
Alright, no, that's fine. I'm more than happy with that haul, especially after the encounter ever, folks. That was enjoyable, but that was such a disaster.
I will say, I keep the wagon going for about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
If Leon is not caught up with the wagon by then, I will eventually stop.
Now
After
you see,
10 minutes of continuing on.
I have
He
this.
said he would be here soon.
I have this nifty
Soon
spell.
is not here yet.
I have this nifty spell called sending.
Yeah,
So
I don't.
Once
So.
actually, yeah. But you can. It's like
No, I
message.
can respond. I know that. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
10. I can't reach out to you.
No, I know. So I'm saying as soon as I get out of the cave, I'm saying, "Hey yo, sugar tits, I'm trying to catch up. You know."
And some fucking weirdo just called me.
Block.
Delete.
I feel like shit. Stop the fucking car.
You said you'd be here soon.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not soon.
I'm about 500 gold richer. I don't want to fucking hear. I get money. I get bands.
Hey, Gold, you
I
want
ain't
to
got
turn
time
the
for
cart around
bitches.
as I get out of the driver's seat and back into the back?
I imagine that Persephone is the kind of person who would just get out of the driver's seat mid-driving.
That is correct. That is
Just
exactly
tumble.
So
what happened.
Gold panics to get back in the
Do you have the
saddle.
like training to
No.
drive?
No,
No, I do not.
No, it was a flurry. We're going
It-
down a hill.
yeah.
It was a bumpy
There
ride.
was no control. It was horses in charge.
I said, let's
I
go.
did talk to the horses, so
They
they,
said,
Yeah.
all
they
right.
had the gist of what was going
I
on.
would simply just take control of the cart and slow us down to a stop. And just wait for a minute or two, and then I would start getting worried.
Okay,
Like the dad I am. Continue to get more worried.
I told you I'd turn the car around. You have fucking listen to me.
No, I didn't listen to you at all, clearly.
I try message. Are you within 120 feet of me?
Am I?
By this point, yes. After you've sent the sending and said, "Hey, I'm coming,"
Well, we're waiting.
I'm almost there. I'm definitely not invisible by
That's
now.
what he said 10 fucking minutes ago, but clearly.
Well, look, I got 2 legs. I ain't got 4 wheels.
now you guys eventually do get the entire group back together, and while this detour was a little more difficult than expected,
We
You
didn't
did
have to fight
manage
3
to-
dudes.
you did
The
manage
noises show
to
up from all the
avoid
doors.
the wyverns.
There we go. Wyverns.
You have
Yay.
you have avoided dealing with
Without
them.
both hands, bitch. Yeah.
This is where all the
Hey, what was all the commotion, guys? They all fly in.
Did we miss something important?
And they brought 3 more buddies, so there's 6.
It's just like riding on the wyvern's back somehow, which it shouldn't be possible because I know those fuckers
More
are
trolls.
small. Yeah, it's the trolls and the giants before. Even the
Ride
dead
the-
one, he's just.
Ride of the fucking Valkyries.
No, you guys end up getting back together, getting in the cart, and continuing on a little bit more. And eventually, night does fall. So, you probably set up a camp,
Yeah.
set your watches. Your night goes by, uneventful. You wake up the next morning, you've achieved a long rest,
Hooray.
and you continue on your journey. Over the next 3.5 weeks, things are pretty routine and relatively boring when it comes to the journey. Basically, backtracking, taking the same path you took to get here.
That same path I remember very vividly.
Yes. Well, thanks to the druid and the ranger, between their direction sense and their ability to read nature and things like that, you're able to follow your path relatively easily. You make it back to Kyber without any troubles. But it's now been almost another 4 weeks, so you have spent a month in journey from Kyber to Dawnfall, taking care of business, and then returning. Nothing else happened, but you find yourself pulling into Kyber, and it is early evening. The horses are clearly tired and wanting to rest.
Probably exhausted.
I imagine we gave them breaks, but alright.
It's still a
I'm sure me and the horses have a point of exhaustion because I'm the only fucker who can drive.
We
I
can't.
can
We
try
can't
it,
let
it's
the
not gonna be
giants
good.
catch up.
I mean, I could talk to him.
Hey guys, just keep going straight for a while.
Yeah, you guys are doing great.
But you get back to the Honeypot Inn. You put the horses and the wagons up at the closest stalls for the closest horse bar. I can't remember.
The horse
Stable.
bar.
Stable. That's the word I could think.
Horse walks into a bar.
So it's a horse bar.
And you
By the
yourselves,
low seas.
walk into the Honeypot, and as you do, you're immediately greeted by the smiling face of Alyssa as she sees you. Says, "Welcome back. Your usual rooms,
-1.
or would you like something? Well, we've expanded a little bit. We haven't. Since you've been gone, there's been a lot going on. We actually have our upper attic. We have cleaned out and fixed up such that, well, it's probably easiest if I just show you.
Great visuals.
Don't worry, we know where one of us is gonna sleep. The rest of us can just bunker.
Poor John. So
So many lonely nights.
with only his hands to keep him company.
I had a less lonely time, but
You
alright.
mean with Laura and her 5 friends?
Chill.
As
Interesting.
Can I get a
she-
D100 for that?
No, it doesn't deserve one. That's properly said.
as she takes you upstairs and shows you,
Shit,
They
the
have-
rooftop.
they
We
have
got a rooftop bar.
Yeah, no, they have
What'd you get?
They have revamped the attic space,
I thought that was a 6 with Winston.
Oh,
So
that's
that was
only
a
3
9.
away.
and now in the attic space, they're actually they have built their own milling wheel that goes up to a windmill up at the top to grind their own grains for use in making their local jasmine honey mead and evermead and things like that on site. Additionally, they have a room that they have made available that is set for a group of up to 5 in this as part of the attic space. There's also a luxury room that is more for like a family, small family or a wealthy person. And lastly, they do have in the very upper attic space. They haven't finished cleaning it out.
The skeleton?
They have skeletons in their closet.
They haven't finished cleaning it out, but if it's something you would be interested in,
Dirty attic.
yeah,
Yes,
there is an
please.
attic that they would help you to clean it up, but they'd be more than willing to rent it to you on a more long-term basis, either this room or if you would prefer the already finished room. It's more communal than what you've had before. Either one, but I mean, it's up to you. They enjoy having you around, and you've been very helpful and great patrons and guests. So either one is completely up to you what you would like.
We all really want to see it.
This I'll take the lecture.
Okay, so you took the luxury room by yourself.
I'd like to out Persephone.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna be there anyway.
She's gonna be sleeping on ground 0.
How much will that be?
That's actually 5.
Thanks to his newfound riches.
Oh, and we have to
I
get
mean, I already
and
have
we have to
like
get paid.
1,500.
and we have to get paid.
I know.
Fair enough.
Bro, what is money?
I've also got like 1,700 laying around. We gotta have an auction.
Yeah. So
I-
that is some options available, and in addition to that, she says, Sir Colt, one moment. She goes back around behind the bar, behind the counter,
Break your
and she
fucking
pulls
tail.
out a folded over piece of paper with a wax seal on it. That wax seal is stamped with a symbol that looks exactly like the mark on your body.
Ooh, that's important.
This was delivered 3 weeks ago.
Oops.
That's nice.
Late.
Local mail
Thanks for
service.
listening. I'll stop that by.
Only about a week after.
Yeah, I sent my SOS.
When he had the weird dream.
So,
Oh.
Yeah, after my call for help. Stranger danger.
You must have missed that moment.
How long are you looking to hold out those rooms?
Well, the communal room, on I guess you would call it the lower attic. Really, I mean, we haven't had a huge demand for it yet. We've only had it available for about a week and a half. So that one, we could hold it for maybe a week or two to see if there's any interest. If there's not,
Oh, I'm interested. I meant more so, how long can I rent it for?
Oh, I'm just as you wish. And if you would be more interested in the upper attic, like I said, it may take some time, but we can clear that out, and I'm sure Maxwell would be more than happy if that was something you were interested in renting on a more semi-permanent basis. He would even be willing to outfit individual walls to make separate rooms, bedrooms for everyone if you wish.
That works.
Are they soundproof?
I've got the
They could be.
time
That'd be a little
and
more expensive.
carpentry skills to help with this. So,
How would the extra work?
okay. I see no reason why we couldn't make a semi-permanent basis for that attic space. How does a 1,000 gold deposit sound?
Pretty good.
Jesus.
She just came so hard.
Yeah,
His top hat is twisting his mustache.
how many years would you like it for?
1 billion.
No, yeah, that will more than suffice.
That's what I thought.
Gold adjusts his monocle.
In the meantime, don't worry about it. Go ahead and take the communal room for or individual rooms, whatever you prefer.
Or you're just giving me a grand, I don't care what you do.
Cool. Well, we're not picking up the money today. We gotta go pick it up tomorrow.
Well, no, whenever Louis Falcon's available.
I don't know if he left. I don't know. He's probably gonna leave. He's gonna be.
He's
I
gonna
I
meet
would
us
give
here
it a
after.
few weeks.
Yeah,
Send
yeah.
that word. He'll send word. I stack out 1,000 gold, like on a nice tray for her, and I hand her a grand or 1,000 gold.
She happily takes that, takes it back
Like
into the
100
kitchen
pounds
somewhere,
of
comes back, and she writes out like an official receipt for you, and you notice the like until when is blank.
Nice.
coins.
And she says, I will ensure Maxwell gets on that.
If we need help, just let us know.
We're here to help. We have some level handiwork.
No worries with that. We will hire professionals.
Oh hell
Just
yes.
told you garbage. I am gonna get up. I'm gonna go in the kitchen.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna walk into the kitchen. What's in the kitchen?
There.
Specifically,
thinks she
who
owns
is in
the
the
place.
kitchen?
Specifically, who is in the kitchen?
Specifically, who is in the
At
kitchen?
this time of night, actually, there is another cook in the kitchen. A young woman that seems to have been hired to assist due to the volume of business that the honeypot has been getting. And right here's the kitchen. So this is what's in the kitchen is a nice big fireplace, plenty of prep space, cooking materials. It is well laid out, well stocked, and she is in there as well as the two oldest children of the owners of the honeypot inn, Alyssa and Maxwell. Their youngest children are probably by now already put to bed or getting ready for it. That's probably where Maxwell is at this time. That's all that's back there right now. And plenty of food. This girl and the two eldest children who are assisting. And it seems like Alyssa is taking care of front of house right now.
Anyone seen Jonathan recently?
Well, he worked this morning. He's off this evening.
Walk back
You went to go fight in the Crusades.
He's become a holy
in. I know he has a room of sorts.
Yes, actually, he's been moved up into one of the better rooms as we expanded. And he's been quite a big help.
Alright, you just tell him. Just say I stopped by. He'll know who I am. It's fine.
Okay, as you say that, one of the back doors of the building, like the one that leads out to either the restrooms or the back side of the building, opens up, and Jonathan comes strolling in. And as he strolls in,
I leave.
he sees all of you, and he walks up to Leon. And he says, "We need to talk." In private.
I'm following
Okay.
your lead.
So he leads you, and it's up the stairs. And as he's going up, are you still actually in the room, or did you really leave?
Well, I would have. I was leaving the kitchen. I didn't like go up to his room or anything.
Well, no, but I mean, you said when I said he walked in, you were like, "Oh, and I leave."
Well, no, just as soon as I finished my sentence, I
Oh.
would have left
Okay.
the kitchen. Yeah. Whether I saw him or
So
not.
yeah, he sees you, and as he's walking up the stairs, he sees you, and he just kind of goes, mouths.
I don't got time for this.
Yeah. Continues up the stairs with you, Leon. Leads you down the hall and goes to a room where he pulls out the key, unlocks the door, opens up, and it is a
Motherfucker got a
modest
key
a
now?
modest little hotel room.
Man,
But it definitely seems like, this is more than a hotel room. It seems like more like a permanent living space, like it's his own little apartment almost, because you see, more like personal things put up, not just like packed away somewhere in a corner, but like actually kind of laid out nicely. And after he closes the door, he looks at you and he reaches into a pouch, pulls out a tightly wound scroll with a ribbon on it. Says, "The councilwoman gave this to me to give to you. She said it was very important, and I'm not to talk about anything and let anyone else see this but you."
Thank you. Let's see what's inside.
You open it up and you look at it, and it says, "Thancred,
That's it. That's all it's
I did some looking into. I did some looking into the docks. Just about a week ago,
we missed you.
a ship pulled in. The ship is scheduled to remain in port for a month, for a maintenance period.
So we get on that bitch.
One of my watchers has been assigned to keep an eye on things, notice something off, and I put him undercover. I have not heard back from him for 3 days. There is possibility Councilman Matthias is involved. I cannot explain more now. We need to meet in person.
So, I assume that's the end of the message.
And it's just not even signed.
Yeah.
There's no signature, nothing. It just ends.
With this, I look at Jonathan, and I have a look of concern, but also a bit of a smirk on my face as I say, "Well, Jonathan, our man Gold just put a 1,000 gold deposit into this establishment, so I'm pretty sure we can do whatever. How would you like to go on a little bit of an infiltration mission?
Means I get to test my skills.
More than that, here's a taste." And I cast invisibility at 3rd levels that were both invisible. So, invisible.
Invisible?
Yeah. And I say, anything you can do.
I can do better.
I knew it! Nice.
No,
got him.
nice one. No,
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
anything you can do on top of also being unseen. Fun, right?
I'm taking this.
And then but I'll have to give you a bit of practice in keeping aware of yourself and also myself.
Okay. So, when are we practicing? When we take on this mission?
Well, it seems I have to talk with Miss Antoinette as soon as possible. And after that,
Hi. But my night's free tonight, right? My night's free tonight, right? Alright.
God damn it. Is it free though?
Yeah. Can I use my room now?
right.
Okay.
You be careful.
No worries. And as you leave the room, he leaves with you, closes the door behind you, locks it, and then walks. You see both Jonathan and Leon coming back down the stairs.
So, I, having been told to fucking wait, am
The
sitting
audacity.
next to some strapping-looking man at the bar with a drink in my hand.
Okay.
That's what he sees when it comes down.
Okay. When he gets down the steps, he walks over to you and the young man, and he just leans down and he whispers in your ear. He says, "Persephone, you are wonderful, but I cannot listen to you."
Oh, get rejected!
Character development!
Yeah! Suck it!
I
And he says, "I'm sorry. I hope I didn't hurt your heart."
He loves to cook.
And then he kind of stands up, looks at you, and just kind of nods. Walks and goes into the kitchen.
Oh, I fucking called it! I got a girlfriend.
Reverse character development!
I literally fucked someone else on my journey, so like...
I didn't think he was gonna develop that well.
I didn't either, man. Okay, I'm so glad he made me wait for that.
To get rejected.
Did you wait to walk up and say, "Hey yo, Saz, cuz I'm fucking another bitch.
He was my ride or die, but not no more.
My ride or die done lost its wheels."
To be fair, I did neglect it for 2 months, so
And
that's kind of
as-
on me.
And as you are hanging out now in the main room of the Honeypot Inn and Tavern, Alyssa encourages you all to have a seat at one of the tables. She brings out a feast for all of you, sets it before you, and says, "Welcome home." And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you everyone for watching. I do realize at one point that ever since the break, apparently I did not have the battle screen up. I apologize for that. That sucks. I'm sorry. But we'll get better and better at this, and hopefully the closer we get to being able to, ramp up and go full time, the less of those bullshit things will happen.
Exactly.
But thank you for watching. We hope you'll join us this Monday at 7 p.m. for Magnus Avum, episode 5. And we have not yet worked out the exact date and time for episode 24 of Atavar Ascension. We will post those on our social medias and stuff like that to let you know as soon as we get that nailed down. But we hope to see you.